Welcome, friend. Farewell for now. Something I can help you with? Safe travels, friend.
Greetings.
Oh, there we go.
Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Wasn't sure.
Oh, hello, Bingleton.
Hello.
I gotta figure out this stuff.
It's a rock bottom somewhere.
Well, Bingleton,
wait.
I will see you on Proudshire in about 40.
So some sets to work with. Let's do.
Who's going Proudshire? I
Left,
can take a
left,
couple
left,
of
left.
around.
Wait for me.
I will join you.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Faster we get out of here, the better.
Let's do this.
Are we going
Oh,
to?
hello, Buck. Yeah, jump on.
Is it Navy?
Oh,
Yes, this is Navy.
wait for
Die.
me, Lash.
Are you lads
Come
going
on.
to the Navy?
Aye.
Yes.
Davies, is that you?
Oh, yes, hello. Who?
How much room do we have on these
Look
bloody
a
thing,
little bit, well, you
Oh,
look different.
quite enough.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Are you on? Right, is everyone? Who's on?
Yeah, give me a moment. I got stuck underneath. I'm sorry.
Lady
worries.
Bob.
Come on.
Ah. Oh, nice to see you all. I recognize a couple. Hello, Miss Dumbo.
Greetings.
Buck, if we're ready now.
Hey ho, let's go.
I'm so glad because I don't actually have anything in my pocket.
Somehow I got a chest in my pocket. I don't know what it is.
No, hold on. Okay. Everything is in the chest. It looks like.
Can we hold on a minute? Have a look, chap. Where am I going?
To the
Let
right.
me check the.
Oh. Yeah.
You're going to the hold on. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shut
Yeah,
up.
we need
There
to
we
go
go.
west. Let's see.
I'm just glad
Yeah,
that
a little bit more starboard right now.
These are a bit different.
We go.
These certainly aren't working now, I remember.
Just go straight past the island over here and then go straight from there.
Oh, right, actually. Well, we typically make a crash winds not in our thing.
Seems stronger nowadays.
Yeah, Mr. Dumbo, would you be so kind to put some clothing on?
I would, but I forgot that. I forgot. Just give me a second.
Yeah, just open the chat. Everything is.
Oh dear, I have missed these seeds.
This would be my first time, so this is interesting.
Oh, welcome. What is your name then, sir?
I'm Winston Weathers.
Nice to meet you. So you're joining
Nice
the
to meet
Navy
you.
then?
Yes.
Well,
Those bastards are beating us.
we've got our first cadet. Nice.
My name is Giles Davies, Tom.
God, I miss hearing that.
Hello there.
Sorry,
Hey,
last
David,
time I drove
please.
on a draft, we turned the same, the whole thing. The whole thing was
Oh, I forgot that save.
So the last time that I
It's been
set
like
foot
that.
on a raft, my ship went upside down and turned around and been flying around somewhere and then dropped down on the ground and then sunk. It was quite an experience.
Sounds quite interesting.
You're calling me old Dumble, saying that these are different.
It was like that before
Sorry.
London as well.
Sorry.
Before we had-
That hurt a little bit.
So what do I...
Did
fuck
not
it,
like
I'll
that
just
motion.
leave it as it is.
Okay. Where am I on that? I should be fine on that. I'm not gonna eat those until I have some.
Thanks for waiting for me.
Yeah, no worries, old chap. We'll get you out.
As soon as I get a spyglass, I'll give you a pop, don't worry. I know you've
Oh,
Fucking hat.
I've missed that so much. Yes. Wait, you bastard! They're overtaking them. Going to the sail, quick.
Should I perform boarding action?
No, just blow into the vacuum. There we go.
I'll call
yeah.
whales! I'll call the whales! Give me a second.
Yeah, call
Okay,
the
let me
whales,
stand
Dumble.
over here. There we go. Maybe that will help.
I have no idea what to put the skills into. I'm looking at these like, do I need to hit survivalism? I think I do.
Dumble, what was... Dumble,
Campfire,
what
water
is
skin,
that?
rope ladder. Oh,
He's calling the whales. He's
calling the whales.
There's a whale tamer.
clearly something I have to put in.
Glad to see you're still in that case, Dumble.
Well, I don't see any whales, so if your intention is to scare away the whales, you're doing a great job.
Ah, there we go.
I'm glad we're out of London. I don't have to take out the loan to buy some beef.
Oh god, Spanish.
I don't know. I quite enjoyed being in my manor
That
house.
does not look good.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's just the
So,
Spanish.
Fine. It's fine. They don't attack crabs, I believe.
So why
Yes,
are
they did.
some green and some
They
red?
do.
Well,
Oh, it's just how angry they are.
yes, the red one's a little bit more deadly. It goes green, yellow, red, red being the most deadly.
Right.
Ooh. Make sure you know how to salute by the time we get there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
working on all those things.
yeah,
If you
mine
don't
just-
know how it works, just make sure you read the book and then flex your G muscle.
I don't
Oh,
quite
Blair.
trust this
I was-
Spanish, I'll be honest, so I'm
I
trying
changed
to
that muscle.
swear.
I need to go find that.
Hold on. Yes.
Oh, and here we go.
Hello, hola, como estas? Yo soy Giles Davies. We do not wish to create joinder with you, so if you could, yes, thank you, just turn the other way, you're fine. You look, that's all it takes.
It's
¿Dónde el vengo, por favor?
Oh, did I
No
do?
puedo hablo español.
That's whistles, that's feeds, that's... Oh, that
Traitors,
bracket.
the bloody bottom of you. Fucking Spaniards.
There's nothing wrong with being cultured.
There is if you're English.
So I rebound
Yeah,
that G
yeah.
muscle. Do you remember the specific name of it?
The what muscle?
The G muscle?
The one.
Have you read the book first? I don't know if that
believe
affects-
so.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
just flex your G muscle, and then if you think about the color, think about the color of what is it, light blue, and
yeah.
somewhere to the
The
south
thing
side.
is I changed the G muscle.
Oh, it's,
So-
you're gonna
Oh,
want
that-
to show your feet, as it were.
Okay.
And then you can put it on your F muscles as well.
I hope you all know this wasn't a free bard ride, and this will cost you 5 gold a head.
Well, I did win the first lottery, so who knows?
I gotta find this
Attaboy,
key.
Barkley. That's the apple.
Don't really
Sail,
lash, as you know, I'm
That's
a very
sailing
good man.
movement. combat items.
Took all my gold to London.
Company manager,
Oh,
item
sadly,
upgrade,
yeah.
craftables.
Oh wait, no. I'm pretty sure I
Did you
spent it at
inventory?
your wedding.
Did you all just
Fuck.
stay in London?
Well,
You-
no, the wedding
Well-
went perfectly. We've got a manor house now, Dum, so I've got plenty of room in
Nope,
the
that's
basement
not
for the coffers.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
You have picked up that cup.
Oh, that's definitely not it.
That's how I made my fortune. I was 50 gold dead.
Oh, that's useful, but not it.
During the war, back in my day.
It was a little brutal, wasn't it?
No, that's my whistle.
Oh, damn it.
My brain. My brain.
Baby.
Nope. 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 That's useful. No.
Well, it's an honor to be bringing some of the brand new of the Royal Navy's finest to the
Ooh,
island.
this is
I
gonna
do
be
hope
fun.
your cadetship serves you well.
Trying to find this.
Yes, no, fuck me. That's nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody just keep looking forward. I'm gonna
Where
be
was
right
it?
here in the corner.
Toggle HUD. Take concept. This map marker. Map. Right back at.
Oh dear, we're coming up close.
How the fuck would you
This
know?
is
I
a-
can't see a bloody thing.
South
I
orbit.
looked at my compass.
Yeah. Basic navigation.
Don't basic navigation need bar.
Whoops.
Yep.
Pardon me.
Hey, fish.
Oh, that was a large fish.
I don't think I've seen that kind of fish before either.
I missed
Not
my
in the open ocean. I'm pretty sure that's a freshwater fish.
Just a little weapon.
How the fuck does that work?
Well, there are some fish that can live in brackish water.
This
don't know
is
if they
the
can
ocean.
go from-
Yeah.
Well, I think they can go from like freshwater to saltwater, but I don't know how that works.
I rebind this to.
They just sneeze a lot.
I don't know
That's
what's
a
on
good
end.
point.
Like a weapon attachment.
Oh
No, I
shit,
can
look,
read that
he's
about.
made the same mistake we have. Quick, now's our chance.
I think we're going to be going around the line.
Nope. That is unbound. Fuck.
Tell
the
me the
line.
line.
Is it close?
Oh look, there's another one.
Yeah, I think I saw about
It's
four.
like dodgems.
There's one ahead, one to starboard, and then one to starboard aft. Oh! Land
Oh,
ho.
bugger.
You can look around again.
Oh wait, is the line not there?
Oh.
Turn! Oh fuck, I'm gonna crash into somebody else. Sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
Sorry.
It's a raft.
Sorry.
Ahoy
Sorry.
hoy.
Hello there.
Oh, we have to practice our cleats, right? Oi, oi!
Oh, look,
Something,
I
something,
think
something.
We started to win the bloody race, Dumbo. It's
Good.
fucking worked.
No, no, we're going back into the line.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. You have little faith.
Just hold right, hold starboard a little.
Don't worry, the whales will sink them.
So
Alright,
majestic.
Just take over for the bastards. I hope you realise the race is being. Oh no, never mind.
What if we arrived all in parade line?
Fuck yeah.
Reminds me.
I believe those people are waiting us on the shoreline to our right, by the looks of it.
The fleet of rafts will attack the shoreline.
Is that Ollie?
I don't see a snake around him, so I can't tell.
Oh no, I hate that snake.
Good
That
good
snake is the best thing in this navy.
What was it? Mrs.
Thank you for bringing
Welcome
us here.
for sailing boat launch. Yes, no problem.
Don't forget to take it up.
Good day.
Yeah, but fuck, give me a chance.
our chef here.
Can you give me my at least cadet rank?
Well, there you can take your some paperwork. There you go. Welcome back
Thank
to the
you.
Navy. I'll have to
Thank you,
have
thank
to
you.
break, hopefully.
Hello, Master Story.
Good day, good day.
Hello, Sire.
will stand in the
Okay,
back.
good day, good day. Can make it one line,
Ah,
so I
here
can
we are.
make easier your
do the paper.
I found it.
If we had
Goodness.
Okay, I found it. Aha, I did
So
it.
welcome, Watcher. Welcome back.
Angry, dismissing. These.
All right, thank
Nice to
you
see
very
you
much,
again.
Watcher. Good to see you.
Angry,
Next.
dismissing. Donk.
Alas, finally.
Chen.
Yeah,
Ollie.
nice to see you again, old chap.
Oh,
I
I'm
hope
sorry.
you're
I'm
well.
sorry.
Good. All right, thank you. Next, go there.
Hello.
Rennie
Salute.
Bolton. Good to see you again.
Thank you, thanks.
Fine,
Purple.
fine. Make way!
Wonderful. Good. Line up for them. I do the quickly paperwork for you. Good. Thank you. Barclay, good to see you.
Keeping the
Thank
guitar,
you.
smoking, fishing, and
A
attention.
wonderful go. Yeah, thank you. Next. You
That's
look like a
first.
new one.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
you who you are.
That's arms.
Wonderful.
That worked.
Here's a paper where you will go follow these.
Something to
Wonderful.
find.
Next.
Salute.
Berg. Wonderful to see you.
Master Donk.
Wonderful. Here's a paper, paper.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Next.
One I want.
No, never.
Nope,
I don't
that is
think
one of the
I
ones I want,
don't
though.
know you, but yeah. Here's a paper.
Thank you.
I don't want that on.
Thank you. There you go and go
There.
further. Hi, dude. Oh, she. Hello.
Mr. Sawyer.
Good day. Here's a paperwork and
Thank you.
very much. Go ahead. Next.
Master Sawyer.
The
There she
Mackay.
is.
Oh, my wonderful.
Charge, searching.
Here's a paper. Go
Tried to
ahead.
find its-
Next.
Ah, Sawyer, how are you?
The little Webster here. There, thank you very much. Here's a paper. All right, thank you.
Ready weapon.
The Dardanian, my favorite one, my apprentice as well. Good to see you.
How do you put your
Good to
hands
see you,
down?
D'Artagnan. Here's
Okay,
a
that worked.
paperwork about. And just get yourself to the uniforms and stuff. I'm
Okay,
fine.
got more ink on you.
All right, next.
Good day.
There we go.
Your paperwork. There's your paperwork.
It's been a very long vacation.
Wonderful. Go ahead.
Master
to the
Sawyer.
paperwork. Good to see you, kid person. There's a paperwork.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Go ahead.
Hey,
Get
Kip.
the uniforms and stuff.
Sorry, I think I messed up my signature a little bit. I'm still kind of jet lagged. I
There
think I
your
need to-
paperwork as well, Buckler.
I don't think it worked.
Oh,
hell. There's your paperwork, D'Artagnan. There you go. Now you got it.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
All right, next. Good.
Hey, Sawyer.
Welcome back. There's your
Put my
paperwork,
hands
and you
down.
go there to
Thank
get the
you.
uniforms and your old rank if you have. Primstone. Good to see you as well. There's your paperwork as well.
Thank you very much, Master Sir.
Thank
I'd
you.
be a new
Next.
person looking to join the Navy.
Well, anyway, you're welcome to the Royal Navy. Welcome to the proud side as well. There's
Which,
your
there.
paperwork. Yeah, I will give the paperwork
There we
right
go.
away, so you can go there. There's a recruitment center. There's also get more information.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good day. Well.
Four on my way. Well, the game looks pretty. Still struggling with basic controls.
Cadet.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm handling about 6 million different things in my head.
Okay.
Does anyone know where the recruitment center is?
Sorry, what was that?
If anyone knows where the recruitment center is. That's where I was told to go.
My bad. Keep going down the docks.
Thank you. I'm not going to that fucking...
No.
Oh my pyro. I don't know who anyone is, and I don't know any rules in regards to the Navy. Privateer correspondence office. That ain't it.
Or you just
By Vice Admiral.
Please sign here. Okay, master's mate, yeah?
Yep.
very nice, sir.
Okay.
I have arrived myself.
Senior
Alright,
instructor.
go to the dockyard, go to the...
Rank sailor, name Henry Hanrahan.
Hi! If you're on the trade docks, please make sure you whisper. If you aren't aware of how to whisper, instead of holding your bladder, hold your pee.
I am so glad you're back, Rock Bottom.
Right.
Oh.
Next. Anyone else that is already signed up with the Navy and has their rank sorted out, reports to the old dry docks where they used to make the ships. That is where the workshop is now.
Off to the dockyards, like I said.
Yes, Secretary Ferguson.
Good to see you all.
Hi, I'm here to re-enlist.
Alright. Alright.
The name's
Name and
Adam
rank.
Smith, sailor.
Mr. Smith. Oh,
Can someone point me to the recruitment office?
Thank you,
it's
sir.
sort of right here.
Okay. That's where I was told to go.
If you have not got a rank, you can join a queue here.
Alright, go over to where Mr. Ferguson is. The black jacket. He'll sort you guys out.
Oh, I don't have a rank.
You are new. Okay, please. In which case, hang on one second. Vice Admiral, is that bit set up for cadets?
Yes. Where?
Oi, Secretary Duran. Is the building set up over there for cadets?
It's not that easy.
It should be. At least the handbooks are there, but I don't know where we put these.
See if the notice is there, and could you take these two and go and have a look for that? I go deal with it. Please follow that one.
Nope.
Right here.
I could probably get one of them to go.
Doors.
Oh, nope, it's here. Right on the wall.
Yeah.
Yep, take turns, take a look at that. Do it, and then come talk to us when you're done.
Hi.
And make sure when you get into, you do all that, you read the rules and everything.
That was not what that was supposed to be. That was supposed to be that.
You know. And then
Thanks to join
right in here. Alright, there's a wall notice there. You take your turns. You'll see, read that, and then follow it, and then talk to one of us when you're done following all of that. It'll take you about 5-10 minutes. Oh, good to see you.
Oh, hello, sir. Oh.
Lord.
What?
Yeah.
We're not
gonna... Well, then...
For the rafts that are coming in, go and park on the beach. You cannot get out from the docks.
I mean,
crash your rafts on the
Yep.
beach and
Alright.
then scuttle them. If you do not scuttle them, you're on fiber duty for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Just watch out.
Alright.
Alright.
Go read what this says.
There's a
Oh,
road
okay.
you can follow now.
I forgot that doesn't actually, my BB screen has a game thing on it. I forgot about that, and I need... Actually. I'm actually going to jump on that screen every once in a while. Okay. First... Find out how much how much game can stay. Okay. Oh, that's a different message. But read the rules thoroughly. Okay. Rules. Okay. That's good. Change your. Okay. Do not have permission to change my name. Or do I? Okay. Change. Oh. Oh. Banana. Alright. Alright, don't message people. Salt. Don't PM people. Promo.
Oh, excuse me. Is this where the new cadets are supposed to go?
Yes, read the sign on the wall after that gentleman is done there.
Better read it. I go inside there, read something there.
See in here where this gentleman's looking at the wall here?
Oh, yes, thank you, thank you.
Yep. Do not.
Yeah.
Do not be an ass. For asserting, don't be an ass. Observe before you post, don't be an ass.
Oh.
Facing. Yeah, I don't have to repeat that.
Somebody helping all of you here.
There was a gentleman with red hair that was assisting us. And then he told us to review the sign and review that.
Oh, excellent. Good. I just wanted to make sure that somebody had actually spoken.
Please go into the building over there and sort yourself out. Returning recruits, please find a secretary.
Secretary, I need some water. I'm dying of this.
We'll hope for rain.
Actually, secretary, I'm returning.
I'm dying of this. I can't
Don't
eat
be
a
in another
ration.
stream at the same time you're in.
Fuck me. I need a
That's the
bed.
back and frost.
One is meta. Don't
Oh
read
my
names
lord.
unless you
I'm
know
gonna
them.
drink some seawater.
I already know where that is. Sir.
The dockyards.
Oh,
Don't meta.
I
Everything is Navy. No mutiny. No AWOL.
Yeah, you can only have one every so often now.
I just
It's
gave
very
you
filling.
food. I guess. Then hope for rain.
Did
Yes,
you not
do it,
Did you not
Dan.
get the rain? Did you not get the range off? Oh, that's got to be so embarrassing for you. You were in
Wait,
charge of that.
Port starboard keel bow aft quarterdeck gun deck. Guns, 3 ships. Keel windward leeward. Huh. Battery.
You can interest me in not playing the violin somehow.
Okay.
Yes, it's fine. How can I help you?
Type character name cadet. Waiting for rank channel. Waiting for channel.
All right, anybody who doesn't have a rank, form a line.
Hello there.
Good day, sir. Can you
I'm looking
please
for the
talk in your
recruitment office.
inside voice, please?
You're
and
in
then
it.
I will help assist you.
Oh, my bad. I am so sorry.
That's fine.
mate, man.
What can I do you for?
I'm looking to join the Navy.
Good
I'm hoping to
shipmate,
become a
Frans.
great cook in the Navy.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Let me see. Yes. Can you, if you read that letter on the wall over there, then follow the instructions correctly, and if you do everything correctly, then come back to
Yes, sir.
me, and I will check if everything is done, and I will give you the official Navy paperwork.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead. Anything? Anybody else who can help? I can help, sir.
Just reviewing my instructions.
Very good.
Panels. Guide. Invite. I don't need to worry about that. Slide.
Good to see you,
I'm
Shadow.
Pardon me. I'm a cadet. I need to get sorted out, I guess.
Wonderful.
No, I have not seen it.
Please follow me then. If you step outside, there you go. Just turn around. There's a letter on the wall. Just follow the instructions, and when you're done, just give me a call.
Here, if you
Or
want,
miss-
you can. I'll just bring groups down back and forth as they become larger, like 5 or 10. I'll bring them down there.
Is that?
Yeah, I will send when they're done. I will send them all to the other side, to the dry dock.
Yeah. So I'll just.
There's
Yeah,
probably
I'll go.
someone who I can send them with. It will be fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, Secretary Ferguson told me to stand here, so can't really do anything else.
Anna? Sir.
The last thing we needed was to sign our name, and then we were ready.
Did you read the
Yes.
letter and follow the instructions completely? Okay,
Yes.
give me just one moment.
It was. I don't know.
Oh, did I? No, it's just being weird. What? Oh. Is something not true? Why does it say I'm offline? I think it says, oh, there it goes. Weird. Ugh. Hands are good.
Very good, Cadet. You're ready. If you can have a moment, and you can go to the other side of the island to grab your uniforms.
Thank you.
Sir, can I help you?
Yeah, I think I follow all the things.
Pent-up frustration. Welcome back.
Can you say something in waiting for rank, please, for me?
Cadet, do you know where you're supposed to go?
Alright, you too. Form a line.
No, I didn't get
Me?
the channel. I must have.
Yes, you.
I was told to wait here once she was sorting out my rank, and then
Coming speed.
Okay.
I got the waiting room. Is that one?
No. Once you're initiated, come gather.
Yes.
What do you think it would be, sir?
I just want to wait for a few more. It's a bit of distance.
understandable.
Hello? I'm just gonna wait for a couple more. It's a bit of a distance run. It's kind of a pain in the ass to go back and forth without a horse.
Oh, of course.
are cold and I hate it. At least my audio's coming through, right? Nothing's screwed up, nothing's sideways.
Wait
Okay,
for
so
like
you
one more.
Not access your inventory when you were in that screen. Shadow.
Kalani, where do I get the uniform?
I don't know how to get your hands out
dry
of your
dock.
face. Do you put your
Okay.
hands down?
Mate.
Hello.
Yes, I am in the Discord.
I'm gonna wait for this nice man that's yelling at the top of his lungs to figure that out, and then we're gonna all go down together.
Wonderful. How was your vacation? Oh, me and Rose got married while we were, you know.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm very
someone
happy
else?
for you.
Thank you very much. I'm quite excited.
Congratulations.
Well, I'm set to be married too, but my father-in-law, to be, says I need to do something other than watching animals with my life. So here I am.
Hi, Mr. Rockbottom. How are you?
Ah, hi. I'm good. How are you, Mr.
Mr. Rockbottom.
I'm glad the chat
Looking
continues
fancy.
even though I'm not in.
Hi.
Oh, sweet Jesus, give me a sword, gun, pistol.
Yes.
One sec. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Mr.
Yeah, this thing
Rockbottom,
will that will destroy me if I stab it.
former
Lord, heaven
Miss
help.
Chapman has something to tell you.
Good to see you.
I mean, you can always try. Air cannons are useful against those.
Is that my niece?
No, look at you without your hair. Who gave you a buzz cut?
Oh,
Hey,
hands are
yeah.
amazing.
Okay, as soon as that nice, loud cadet gets his shit together, we'll go down to dry dock.
Yeah. Excuse me. I need to disappear. Excuse me.
Have fun! Good luck finding a hole!
I need to check that
Right,
control.
I'm headed to
You
dry dock.
say ho
Yeah, you
or
know
home?
Yeah, we're just
Salut,
gonna,
non, mademoiselle,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting
we're
through
just
the
gonna
uniform.
go. We're just gonna go to.
You know how to
the
find the dry
doctor,
docks, but
Yes,
yes.
the cadets don't.
Aye.
The cadets don't.
Does anybody have any scissors on them by chance?
I do.
Yes.
Here, I will give you the scissors. Let's go.
Oh,
There you
thank goodness. It's good to see you all.
No, wait,
Good to
let's
see you,
just
see you,
go
see
down.
you.
That guy can figure his shit out. Come on.
Understand.
I'm taking the horse.
Wait.
Kidding.
I can't ride it yet.
Oh, Miss Ramsey, I didn't recognize you. Your hair wasn't quite the same color.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
I'll be ready to sprint.
You can try.
Whee! Hey, you're keeping up. No.
I'll get used to this. It's not terrible. It's no worse than Squad, and it's a smaller island. The huffing and puffing is annoying. Oh. That's why she chose jumping over instead of sidestepping like I did.
Oh shit, we lost one.
That we did. Kind of low.
I'm not worried about that one. He knows where he's going. There's the one I lost.
have a name.
Is that
There's no
Wellington?
time for
Hello.
catching breath. Hello. There's no time
Gonna
for
make
catching
some
breath,
time.
Mr. Butcher. Come on.
No.
Come on, Mr. Butcher. Come on.
It's fun. I'm already having fun. I need to change my title though. Should have done that when I was waiting. Oh man, I wasn't sure how bad it was going to be in spots, and those little hitches are rough. Oh, we're going all the way down to the dry docks. Woof.
To the left. Go in there. First one is cadet. You got this.
There's some in this.
Careful, careful, not too many. Hold on, start
Yep.
the queue.
I
Here
stopped.
for me. This is too many.
I repeat, any uniformed individuals
Yes, we
with one
queue
out
up
to
like
spare, head
proper
to the
sh-
HMS Imperious.
proper
We're
English
heading out for Lieutenant Oliver.
Hello. I'll send everybody over as soon as they got their uniforms. All right, please queue up on this side of the building for me. We're doing a one in, one out procedure. If you have your uniform and an hour to spare, please go to the war docks. They will be taking a ship out.
Okay, I forgot to grab some materials over here.
Does that include cadets?
Yes. Yes, that is anybody with a uniform is
Okay.
eligible to go out on the ship.
I feel like this might be too dark of a code, I'm gonna be honest, but it's been a while.
It looks lovely.
What about bucket and hammers?
That is all probably going to be at the
probably
harbor house.
down there. Yeah, probably down by the war docks.
Fair enough. Alright, well, thank you. I shall go report over there and see if I can get some.
I don't even know how to get to the war docks. There's no stairs.
Nope. There's nothing.
You
We
hope.
might just-
You hope for the best.
Well, anyone got anything to
Well,
heal?
I'm gonna go run
before I
back to
pass
trade
out?
to. What do you need?
Food,
That's not
preferably,
it.
but I can't eat.
You got a ration?
That's not it.
Yeah, I can't eat it. What level?
That's not it.
Tell you.
That was definitely not the
Ferguson
cadet.
threw me down some food.
No, put those away.
Should I go in now?
I hope there's a bed.
You're fine now.
Yeah.
Well,
Those are officers. There's a lot of officers.
Don't be the one on the
Secretary.
ship if you hurry and catch it.
I'm having a distinct problem finding cadet.
I think it got made shorter. I don't know why.
Did you feel sure?
Must have been all
Sorry.
the workouts. I was lifting heavy weights.
The first one on the left is supposed to be cadet, correct? It is empty.
What are you looking for that's empty?
Cadet?
Cadet is empty? This first one?
Yes. There's nothing in there.
I feel like the last cadet who came through probably picked up the entirety of the staff.
Oh no.
So
I
that
will
cadet
stand
went
here.
ahead for the boats. Actually, can I entrust you to go all the way to the war docks and catch that cadet and see if his pockets are full with the uniform?
I'm not sure where the war docks are.
It's actually really easy. Okay, sorry, I had to think of the best way to tell you. You're gonna go up these stairs, and you're gonna follow the path, and it's gonna lead you straight across. And you're gonna take a left, and you're gonna go straight across, and all the way over, and the war docks are gonna be right there. Like you can't miss them.
Did he give you his name?
No, he didn't.
So we're looking for a random cadet with an inventory full of cadet uniforms.
With the pockets full of cadet uniforms, yes.
Yes, sorry.
Just-
And look for a cadet. But I don't actually know what cadets look like. I happen to actually know where the war docks are. It's this way. Then I think Blackwater's descent should be straight across. there. I think this is the war docks. Right. Yeah, because we're on the dry docks. Should be Blackwater's Descent. They haven't had time to build any of the stupid shit. Gotta watch my stamina. Good old. Tell me it's one of these ones and not. War docks look funny with it. Ah. Excuse me, is there anyone around? There we go. Oh, people fell asleep.
More's changed than that, not my aunt, but yes, she's doing fantastic.
Excuse
I'm not really
me.
sure how I was supposed to get up.
I'm looking for a cadet
of the ship.
with pockets full of cadet uniforms.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck.
I mean, does it look like he has a red uniform on?
I'm not even sure what a cadet looks like, so I'm kind of guessing
They
here.
wear red.
Oh, red coat.
Okay.
And apparently a large quantity of them.
Bobby!
Oh, that wasn't it. They're not down there, so they maybe they out the other side. Nobody in the frickin' war docks. There's somebody out there? There's somebody out there. Turn around that side. Hello, have you seen a cadet with a pockets full of cadet uniforms?
I haven't seen a single down cadet yet.
I was told to come down here to the war docks to look for cadets. 'Cause one of them took all the uniforms, and I haven't seen anyone that is not in a cadet uniform. And you said there's nobody down there either?
No, there's no other cadets down that way, and there was a ship that just left, and more than likely he was on that ship.
Oh no, so we have no cadet uniforms now. Fun.
Cadets will be naked.
I will go report back.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yep. Because I don't even remember the name. I didn't even get the person the name that told coming down here.
Alright, we got a little gazebo here now.
Excuse me, have you perchance seen any cadets? Oh, I'm going to probably drop dead. Figures somebody pocketed all of the cadet uniforms.
Wonderful.
Well, I went looking, and I was told that the only cadets spotted were the ones already leaving the docks on a ship.
Oh, fantastic. All right, well, hang out here with me until we can figure out how to solve said problem, cadets.
Very good. That sounds safe.
Absolutely. I've
I need my
only
hat.
lost a singular cadet. Cadet Goat was the best cadet, and he will be missed.
Cadet Goat.
Cadet Goat,
He
is
was a
that
damn hero.
Dutch?
No.
God, these things aren't even colored.
Cadet Goat was a damn hero. I won't hear anyone bad talking Cadet Goat.
I didn't mean Dutch as an insult. Oh, I could see how you could construe it that way.
Alright, this is the temp
All the horses.
stuff.
All the horses here.
Alright, I think I got everything in here.
I think it's this one.
What building is that?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Sailor uniforms. Yes, come on in. It's gonna be the second armoire.
Yeah.
Right behind her.
So we have tools about.
Not here. If you're going to have any tools or
Everyone-
anything, they're going to be down at the harbor house.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Alright, do you think I'm going to sleep in this building, right?
Oh.
Alright, then I will go to sleep.
Fantastic. What uniform are you here for?
Cadet uniform, ma'am.
Let's see, I don't have
Fantastic. If
access.
you're a
Okay.
cadet, please line up over here for me. We don't currently have any cadet uniforms. We're going to solve that problem in a minute.
Good day, Mr. Tanyan. I'm here for a master's mate uniform.
You're not allowed.
Fantastic. You're gonna be naked like me.
I'll sail back to London.
Nonsense.
The
We're
only
gonna.
way you're allowed.
Wait. Are you
Story
sure
time
we
by
don't
the
have it?
fireplace.
Giant. Are you sure?
You know, you will have some story time, assuming we find the fireplace.
Okay, fantastic. You can go on in and get your uniform.
Thank you, Mom.
Miss D'Artagnan, it's so good to see you.
Hi. It's good to see you too. There should be enough room for you to go as well.
I hope so. I just can't really. I can't get in any of these for some reason.
You really focus on it.
I need mattress meat. I don't. Unless you feel like promoting me there, Warden.
I don't.
Oh, I know. I don't know why I can't open it.
My head feels naked.
Okay.
Hi, Rosie.
Hello,
Clint. That's weird.
Hello,
All right,
hello.
thank you.
And
How are you?
D'Artagnan and LeBlanc. Oh, I'm good.
Oh, goodness.
Your
Come here.
uniform's sorted.
Did you?
Hello.
Oh, where'd you? There's dye. Okay.
My hands are cold.
I
know not well.
Okay. I have.
Yeah.
This is so funny. I have only seen Shadow and Shadow and the.
Hey, I'll say this,
D'Artagnan has.
the frames are
returned,
going pretty
but
well.
Not the other.
Oh my
crafters
goodness.
yet.
I think
Are you
I got a
waiting for
little
you to-
taller.
Does anybody have scissors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, right this way. As long as.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I guess.
Watch.
There should be.
Watch out.
No, it's
Have you-
captaineering. I want cannoneering. There we go. Siege. Cannons.
Right.
The
Uniform look right?
too, like
What
Check.
was that?
You look good, except for hide your
the
hat.
vest
Or
is
the
purple
hat.
too, right?
Yes,
Gordon-
yes. Do you remember which hue of purple we used?
You want?
Dark violet.
Dark violet? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here, look. Yeah.
Never. That will.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Nope. Don't care about
We
that.
have plenty of room for you to step in and get a uniform.
Protection. Don't care about that. Medical. Don't care about that.
The animal.
Sir.
Settings,
what is the-
Nope. Animal herding. Nope. Captaineering.
Our new warehouse location.
Maybe.
Why does it look bigger?
It actually isn't, surprisingly.
It looks bigger.
I know it looks bigger because there's more open space around it. It's the armory over here. It's because the armory is attached on the front. That's probably why.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. There's also a officer armory in there, so you no
I need
longer have
to-
to just like wander around the warehouse
Thank you.
looking for where the officer stuff is.
Good.
But we now
Did you
have
get everything
sea
all right?
access, so now we can ship things directly here.
That's fantastic. All right, great. I'm gonna take a look around, then I'm gonna get some people on the bloody ocean.
All right.
That's funny. It should be my one company here. Royal Navy. Where's my rank? Alright, I have to find it here probably.
Wait, Giant, come here.
Search crew. There we go.
Okay, good.
That Winston Weathers. Yep.
That's
There we go.
Fantastic. Once your uniform is sorted, please
all right.
find your way down to the war docks and designate yourself a ship that everyone else is getting on. We're trying to get as many people out on this as possible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
And where do we get supplied?
Most likely, if you have any supplies available, they're going to be in the harbor house down at the war docks. Not here yet.
Thank you, babe.
Of course.
Which way?
No.
Where did I get a chance to look at the actual skills? Obviously, they weren't in the game.
Thank you.
Yep.
Aquatic,
go to bed.
outdoor.
Good guys.
Thank
They
you,
had the
Mr.
improved
Cannon.
stomach a little bit, so I don't have to worry about it as much.
Where'd Miss Ramsey go? I just saw her.
Don't need lockpicking.
Probably to wrangle people.
Oh, all right.
There she is, sir.
Ah, cool,
don't
Ramsey.
know.
There you are.
I should probably take this
Ready to take a ship?
just in case.
Absolutely, absolutely. You'll be taking the HMS Dauntless.
Ooh.
Right, excellent.
Yes, sir.
It's not a trade.
Yes, Master Warden, yes.
Good.
Sorry, excited.
Blacksmithing. No.
I'm going.
Did a window to the weather.
Oh, lovely.
Wonderful. I've already been brainstorming.
I thought it was a different shade of color.
Hope we don't get sunburned.
Right.
You know, it's good for your skin.
I'm not authorized.
Right. Do we have?
Oh, I thought we weren't doing this till
In a
later.
sailor's uniform?
No. Oh, we.
D'Artagnan.
Where are buckets and hammers?
You know if there's
yes, ma'am.
grapples anywhere?
Right,
or
Secretary
buckets and
Ferguson told
hammers?
me earlier it would probably be a day 2
No,
or 3 issue,
actually,
not
no
a
supplies
day
were
1
getting
issue.
here, and I brought
Great.
people to the harbor house because I can't even find a bucket or a hammer.
Alrighty then.
To the window.
I found a
to the
sword.
weather.
One, please. No, yeah, we found a sword.
Alright. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna go on ships with no grapples. This is great. Sounds good. Sounds
And
good.
no buckets.
None of your bosuns, have hammers or buckets.
Well, I guess we're gonna avoid the Spanish like the plague. Sounds good. Sounds good.
To the
Farewell.
window to the weather.
Sorry, I couldn't help more.
Sorry.
I still have salt in my ears. I was just sighing because it's still difficult to hear at times.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
I just have a sword.
That's all I have too. I'm not good. I'm not very good with a sword.
I don't.
To the window to the weather. No, you don't need shipwright to be able to make. Let's just have a tendency to grab it.
That makes.
Wait, Dura? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. He's in that building that Miss Shadow just walked out of.
To the window to the weather. I don't know what any of those mean.
Just.
Oh, someone bonked.
To the window to the weather.
Which way?
Come here. Let's get you in a uniform.
Can I extra sure in between you like this?
Sorry.
Somebody said I should be able to do.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, does not put you back.
Thanks,
That's not what I wanted to do that at all. Just the wrong
Let's
button.
get you in your uniform, yeah.
Window to the weather.
Yeah, a lot of headaches.
So what's your name, monsieur?
I'm Edgar Wedgwood.
Oh, it'd be.
I'm sorry, I was looking at something.
I guess.
Mine's Winston Weathers, Cadet Weathers.
Pleasure.
Next one over.
The name's Roland Jean-Baptiste. It's a pleasure to meet all three of you.
I figured I'd use a sword.
Yeah, that one, I think.
I'm Martin Silver.
I'm still Edgar Wedgwood. I don't know if anybody heard me or not.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Hello, Edgar.
Oh, so
Oh, the Edgar.
Let me make a note. I try to keep notes of all people I've met.
Am I pink?
Maybe I should probably do.
Why?
I should probably do that.
Why
My
shouldn't
memory's a sieve when it comes to names.
Because this is my hair color I like.
Very rarely remembering.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Good to see you too, Secretary. I was told to see you about a bucket.
Oh no. Oh no. It's just a disaster. Where's the sit?
All right, very good. Will do.
Sit. Keep hands,
Enjoy the-
hands up.
It's been-
Sit. Oh, they're just sitting here somewhere.
Excuse me.
Walking. Pulling.
I need a firearm.
Clean foot.
Thank
Bartending.
Have any here, sir?
There's none here? I was
No, sir.
Secretary Durham says.
Oh
there's
yeah,
a
somebody
person
likes to
here.
do push-ups. Was
I
it?
believe that
I need to do that on
they were
6.
all taken, sir.
7.
Did you find
Of
one?
course they were. Of course they
My head feels a bit chilly. I think I cut it a
I
bit
did,
shorter
I
than I
did
meant
not
to.
find one. I was told to check inside
Might have
this
some more to
building, and if it's
make it
not
longer
there,
again.
it can be made.
Okay, so have no
Oh, if it wouldn't be
crap,
too much trouble.
no buckets, no hammers. Okay, that's fine.
I have no idea.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
What can I do to help?
I got mine right the first time.
We have no cadets
Well,
uniforms.
I'm not so masterfully.
They're not in there.
Craftsman. I don't know what the term is.
Do not know.
Thank you.
Give me just a second.
My staff can, I guess, get your specialties figured out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have money. Yeah, I have silver.
Did I write that
for,
time?
Hey,
I have
which
like
is the
10
one that
gold
does
for
it
books.
for you? It's the plate, right?
I need.
Just figure out how much you need for books.
Yes,
and I'll
I believe
throw
so.
it at you.
Oh, okay. And where do we
Um,
go and get the books right now?
Yes. There you go.
Trade like normal.
Okay.
So here,
And
I'll
you just
give
put
you.
the scissors on your belt.
No, wait.
Hold on. There's 100. There's 1 gold worth. Go.
Okay. That's your
Go
cover.
forth
And if I
and-
see anybody else,
Yeah. Grab it. Whoever needs it. I have money. So yeah.
okay, I'll get stuff started, and then I might be able to craft the things people are looking.
The medium house here is where we're crafting out of for right now. And while I get everything set up.
Yes, sir.
Look at that axe. You know what these freaking things
There
do.
we go. Now I feel human again.
That is a wonderful look on you, sir.
Hey,
Yeah, I
thank you,
don't think
monsieur.
I'm gonna need that.
The Legos, you look rather good yourself.
That's a climbing.
Oh, thank you. I grew it myself.
We.
Ah, gathering access.
Yeah.
That's another pickaxe. Going to probably need this sooner than I like. Can I get the shift? No.
I just realized there was someone watching us.
Oh, that's
Disconcerting?
It mildly concerning me.
I prefer
All the
to
pigs
think of
over
it
there.
as someone watching over
Oh, I'm
us.
sorry, that went over my head.
Midship. Master's Mate Isabella Clark Carrington, Senior Instructor of His Majesty's Royal Navy. Are you all cadets?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh, this is going to be
Miss
fun.
Carrington, I have another cadet to add to your list here. Cadet Stearman was with me. It seems we have more joining by the moment.
Oh yes. Deputy,
We're waiting
you know
on-
what I see here? You know what I beautifully see here? I see lots and lots of fibre that I'm going to be collecting.
I
soon.
see the same, yes.
Yeah. We're currently waiting on uniforms as somebody walked off with all of them.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. So the issues don't just
And then they
extend
jot
to
down
the
a
kitchen.
and then that person got on a ship.
Oh.
Well, that just gets worse, doesn't it?
I
That
missed that
certainly
part of
does.
the briefing.
Yes, they had me try to track the person down, but the ship was already leaving dock, and I couldn't catch him.
Oh, my goodness.
It also didn't
I'm
help.
sure
I
they
didn't know
can
what a
use it to
cadet
prepare
looked
the
like,
cells if
so
anything happens.
So is it all uniforms or just cadet?
just a
uniforms?
cadet.
Oh, good. Well, then I'll get my uniform then. All right, pardon me.
Yes, Toodles.
Hello, instructor.
Yes.
And now it's raining.
Alexa.
Yes,
Oh,
it's raining,
Carrington.
and when you're to stand here and I'm going to stare at you until you're in uniform.
Do you know about the new building?
Yes.
No, not, I am
The
just got here
instructors?
and I just got my uniform.
That's down at trade now. Lieutenant Worthington was actually working on it. It's
See, I gotta
where
try to
the-
separate
where
what
the
I
first
know
iteration
versus
of the
what
prison was,
I've been told.
at the basement.
Oh, good. So it's
Spikes.
just
That's the
like where it should-
instructors. Yeah, it's the instructors building.
I've been told.
Excellent. That means we can
little.
actually
I know
show
this is
off
the dry
the
dock, and
lovely little
I've been to the
cadets
war
that
dock.
trade around
I came in on the trade dock.
People might join the Navy.
Yeah, I have
That's
no
all I
idea
know.
what the plans are for it, but I know that's where it's going. So.
Excellent. Sir,
No, you know what they say, my
it wouldn't
friends.
make
You
it
don't
good
get
if we
to
give out the instructor's hats. I feel naked without it.
Oh, you should be able to dye one. Should be some in here.
Do you think they've got the type I need? I'm not sure.
I guess the adventure begins here.
I don't know.
No, no, the adventure begins as soon as you got your uniforms,
Also-
and then we start breaking you.
Anyone walking in this building, don't worry if you suddenly have a brain freeze. It will happen every time you cross that one tiny line. I lived with it before we left the island last time. It's just, don't worry about it. It's just a thing. You are not passing out or anything. It's just, you know,
Noted.
stuff. Alright, I gotta go.
Hey,
oh,
Dobby.
Hi.
Monster.
Did you get
Hi!
taller?
Oh, hi!
Did you get taller?
He is
I
taller.
did. I hit my growth spot apparently.
Oh my
There's
god.
Master Vega.
I'm trying to get everyone to go
Vega,
to the
good to see my face. Very what?
Salutations,
I'm
Monster.
trying to get everyone to go to the Dauntless. So I can go out.
Alright, Carrington, trying to get them on the gauntlet.
Also, does anybody have a bucket? You'll probably
Unfortunately,
need
sir,
one.
we haven't
You'd
been
have
given
to
I have axes.
either
And that's it.
buy one from the trade town or find the Master Chief.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is get the Dauntless out and just tell them to go to the trade dock, buy one over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Just send everyone to the Dauntless because I'm trying. The Dauntless, the Whisperwind.
There's a way to look at
both
him,
of
but I
those are ready
can't.
to go out right now.
Oh, that's okay. So that's interesting. I
That
can
should
just
be
do
enough
that.
for a couple buckets.
Sounds good.
When the fuck did
If
we
not,
line up?
find the Master Chief.
Okay. Yep. But I'm trying to get the Dauntless to go out, so just send everyone.
Yeah. Alright, Carrington, you heard that. If we have cadet uniforms are probably over at trade since the building's over there. Have to think about it.
I mean, they keep sending everyone down here.
It's everyone but cadets essentially, because
Everyone book cadets? Alright then. We're going to do this in a little, we're going to do a little team exercise. I want us all to be at the trade docks, at the cadet building, and I want us all to arrive at the same time, which means you're going to go at the slowest pace of the slowest member. So let's start marching. Up. Pick a leader
be
and
sure to
start
watch out for
going.
the lions.
Oh my
Up.
Wait, where did Master where is secondary Duran go? Oh, there we go.
I don't see you going the pace of the slowest member.
One. I don't quite know how to march. It's not something they taught me in France.
What is this organization? I want single file go.
Are you marching, walking, sprinting?
Yes, you're marching.
Alright, that's much longer.
Bit of a full sledge there.
Yes. You good? Everyone moving now?
Wait.
Trust in your Omega men to be moving with you.
Go ahead of me, I'll bring up the rear. This way I can at least keep us from slinking.
Guess we're going down to the weather.
Eyes forward.
Okay, madame.
Cadet, come with. Get in line.
As they usually lead, you send directions from the back. Don't really have a march. And there's Spike. I'd like to point out a small fallacy with this, and that is I have made this trek one direction, and I'm assuming I'm going the correct direction. Also, this is supposed to be a toggle, and I'm holding it down, and I feel like an idiot. Oh. That is not a toggle. You are cold. Tell me I can harvest. Fun. That's not so bad. It is terrifying because you think you're gonna crash. Silence is deafening. And I hope someone's behind me. Odd.
You see if we go in the right way.
I hope so.
From my memory, this is the correct way.
Ununiformed cadets.
Look, one in a uniform. Look at that.
Oh, there's one.
Oh,
is it the one with all the uniforms?
Uniform. Good to see. Good to see. Good to see.
I hope I'm being followed and not looking like an idiot. My finger's actually starting to hurt. Nobody's told me to salute.
What is the...
Nobody's told me to do anything. Nobody even told me who that was, so. Instructor Carrington, I did not pick up on that. I think I'm still going the right way. We need to go down to trade, which I think is this direction.
Yeah, but
well, it could.
We Do we step to right or left?
Secretary, I want you to stop
what's-
and
what's
salute
with
the
the giant
secretary.
Aye.
Hi, ma'am.
Sir.
Sir?
Matt?
Sir?
I'm going to ignore that
Aye,
one.
sir.
Why is there a massive queue of you?
We were told to march to trade to get our uniforms.
Oh, whoops, that's my... Yep, go to trade, you'll find a building inside the town which has slanted roofs. You get your cadet uniforms in there.
Thank you, Secretary. I've been telling them all to go there right now.
Yes,
I've got
sir.
them marching in a nice orderly queue to
Yep,
get some
well done.
Navy
That was
protocol.
my bad. I
Sir.
didn't know the cadet uniforms were in there. That's my bad.
Sir.
We'd instruct
yeah,
your...
go
Come about
this way,
face
this way,
and
this way.
march ahead. Follow the path. Up, up.
She said leave
I
it.
have
I can't
very good memory.
Yep, I don't. I couldn't remember if it was left or right. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. Apparently we'll get used to this island. It's good exercise though.
When in doubt, follow a path. You'll get there eventually.
Or walk off a cliff.
Try not to. Hopefully we won't die in the first day. Don't give the instructor any good ideas.
Our carry team will take care of us. Should we be concerned about the floating rock in the sky?
Yeah, don't
Oh,
think so.
this thing called sleuths. Apparently that's one of their magics. Evil sleuth magics. You plague these waters so
Ferguson totally told us to go the wrong way. That's funny.
Hey, man.
The weather.
You would hesitate to guess that no one knows any marching songs.
No idea. I'm afraid. I see a building.
Did identify it as one with many slanted roofs, I believe.
Many slanted roofs, yes.
Aye, ma'am.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, sir.
Aye.
I still don't see it. Do not. Sorry, don't see
up the stair.
Up
This
these
way?
stairs. Left. Single file. Now, cadets, do you see that beautiful building in front of you?
Aye,
One with
ma'am.
many slanted roofs.
Good. It is a beautiful building. It is a building of learning where we're going to break you all down and build you back up to be the strong, dependable, and useful tools that you will all become.
That's why I'm
Yes,
here.
instructor.
Those.
Excellent. Cadet uniforms are in this box here. I want you grabbing these uniforms. I want you to wear them with pride.
Oui, madame.
Oh,
Yeah, man. That's your name. Hi. I
it's a little promotion. Should be. I hope the cadet handbooks are getting printed as soon as possible, otherwise I'm going to have to wing it.
Then we nothing on our heads then?
Red, are you an instructor?
Yes, I'm an instructor.
Excellent.
I might
Hence the
suggest that
winging
you
it.
would flex your T muscle and hide that.
Understood.
I'll leave
you. Oh, yes. Good
I am
look
sorry,
out there,
Miss Harrington.
Secretary. What was that?
I said I apologize.
That's...
Don't apologize. You're in the Navy.
There we go. Much better.
You do something wrong, you say, I will do better, sir or ma'am.
I will do better, ma'am.
Much better.
Okay, pay attention to what everything Carrington says, because that's
Once you're
important.
on your uniforms, I want you all lined up.
The seagulls here are quite large, aren't they?
And aggressive.
Somebody has been feeding them, and we keep saying don't feed the seagulls, but they feed them anyway.
You got to be careful. One day they're going to up and pick up one of the cadets and fly off with them.
Yeah.
Cadet
Well,
Billington.
at least I'm not the shortest one in line.
We're going to miss Cadet Billington. Killed by Seagull.
They can take and rather carnivorous when they don't have enough food.
Nope.
I know he wasn't eating.
A bit burlier in the shoulders than I liked, but whatever.
I do believe seagulls are always carnivorous.
I mean, if you consider fish meat, okay?
Alright, let's get to it.
That's a fair point.
Oh, she got her hair too long. Oh, they're trimming it all off, because even though if you get it right, it's got to be cadet length. It's annoying.
Oh, no. Oh, I just... I
goodbye,
just got this the way I wanted
Winston.
it.
Well, good, then it'll be ready for you to grow back out.
Hair is a luxury that you are all not allowed until you get your ranks up.
Oh, do we have an instructor over here?
Excellent.
We
yes,
do.
sir.
Fantastic. I've got 6 brand new cadets for you.
Oh, goody.
Oh, I get
The
to keep my
box
chops
to
in
the
this.
left. Grab your uniforms.
Make sure you only grab one. Alright, I'll leave you in her care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Looks like mouse now. Weathers.
Once you've all got your uniforms, I want you lined up. Start a second line. Good, good. Second line.
That's nice.
To the window, to the weather.
Shit, we got some fucking giants.
Don't
We
envy
have
them.
absolute units in this navy.
Are they Dutch?
Probably.
Holy shit.
Holy, who
that
took
is-
all the boots?
What, they defeat you?
Everyone check your pockets for boots.
They don't have any.
Do that. Second line, cadet. Second
Oh,
line.
hello.
At the back. Second line.
Okay.
Chop, chop.
Did anyone find in the boots in their pockets?
No, sir.
No, monsieur. Perhaps the man who is still in the closet has them.
Now, I have not been told the protocol about beards yet, so I'm just going to assume you get to keep beards.
Yay.
Until told otherwise.
Oh boy.
Preferably, I'd like to cut the beards too.
That's a relief. I have a very strange-looking chin.
Oh, goody goody. Hopefully they'll bring us more cadets, more friends, more people to suffer in this build-up that we're going to be doing.
I think that guy
break
got
you.
build
To
better.
break you thoroughly. I'm going to be marching you up and down this island until you're collapsing on the floor, crying for mercy. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk right up to you and I'm going to whisper.
Did we ask a question in that scenario?
Oh.
Well,
There will be no mercy. There will be only you becoming proper Navy personnel.
To the window, to the weather.
It could be worse, Wedgwood. Could be raining again.
I'm waiting for you. Cadet. There we go. Well, well. Look at all this red we've got here today. I'm going to have so much fun with you lot. Let's start with some basic protocol, shall we? Does everyone know how to use their indoor voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, ma'am.
Excellent. Does everyone know the protocol for when you meet someone with eyes dangly bits on their shoulders?
No, ma'am.
Salute.
Aye, ma'am.
Salute, aye.
That's a no.
No, ma'am.
Oh,
You
look.
do not dance.
There is a secretary right here. This is what happens. I see a secretary. I say, greetings, sir.
Good to see you, Kate.
Greetings,
Greetings, secretary.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings, secretary.
Greetings, secretary.
Ah, looking crisp.
Greetings, sir. I'm loving
Greetings,
it.
secretary.
Oh,
I would
oh,
sign
yeah,
you,
check
but my
boots.
delts are too large.
Yeah, checking those boots.
Boots are shined. Very good, very good, very good. Alright, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, sir.
I forgot they shaved cadets.
Why do we salute people with dangly bits?
They outrank us.
Because they are higher ranking.
Right.
Ma'am.
Enlisted officers.
They have earned it.
They have more money.
They're stronger
All
warriors.
of these correct, but the reason why we salute them is because they deserve that damn respect. They are sacrificing their personal freedoms and choice, doing paperwork or caring for the rest of us. So we show them the damn respect they deserve. We give them salutes and we say, sir or ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Preferably,
ma'am.
I want you
Yes, sir
saying
or
their
ma'am.
ranks. I want you saying their ranks. So if you see a secretary, you say.
Yes, secretary.
Greetings, secretary.
Yes, secretary, sir.
You see a
secretary,
captain,
sir.
you say.
Greetings, captain.
Captain.
Greetings, Captain.
Excellent. You see a master, you say.
Day
Greetings,
master.
Master.
sir?
Hey,
Master.
Yes, Master.
And you still salute the master. The master
sir.
has that dangly bits. They have earned that rank.
Yep. It's the uniform, not the person. Even if you
I
don't like them.
instructor.
Instructor,
Yes.
do we salute you?
No. I do not have the dangly bits. Well, I do. They're on my chest, not on the shoulders.
Ma'am, do
ma'am.
we only salute the ones with the dangly bits on their shoulders?
Yes, but do you still show respect to everyone?
Of course, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Aye, ma'am.
Aye, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You do not call me sir, you do not call me ma'am. You say instructor.
Instructor.
Aye, instructor.
Aye,
Yes,
instructor.
instructor.
I
Yes,
instruct.
instructor.
If
I am
you
sorry?
If you call me ma'am or sir, I will be getting you all doing push-ups. Am I clear?
Aye, instructor.
Yes,
I
instructor.
instructor.
That's gonna
Even
actually
if
be hard
one
on
of
me.
you does it, you will all be doing the
It's
push-ups.
the offset in the neck
Aye,
that drives me
instructor.
bonkers.
I
Aye,
instructor.
Aye,
Understood.
instructor.
Aye,
Excellent.
instructor.
Aye, instructor.
Hi, instructor. We've got 2 more for you.
Thank you, master.
It kills me because it's offset and it's like
Grab your
Just fix
uniforms.
the
They are
collar,
in the
just-
box over here. Once you've got your uniforms, I want you on the second line. Start a third. Now these people weren't here for the first briefing, so what I want you all to do is help them. I want you to tell them what I've told you.
bleh, my brain.
Yes, instructor.
Or we all work together. We will all succeed together. Because if one of us fail, what happens?
We all
We all
fail.
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 Instructor.
Instructor.
Correct. This is the attitude I want to see in this navy. If I see someone struggling, you know what I'm going to do?
Make a solid set
Help them,
instructor.
instructor.
I'm going to offer an assistance to them. Whether they are a lower rank than me or a higher rank than me, I am going to offer assistance.
Did you guys find boots?
Are they out of boots?
It seems that the fellow there keeps on grabbing all the boots. By accident, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was plenty of boots in there before. There was one for each cadet.
Alright, then use 2 cadets, get back and get your boots.
I don't know if that.
Nope, there
Have
it
any
is.
more
He is having issues with the
or,
boots.
Check some
I don't think the island likes it.
Yeah, check his pockets, it might be accidentally taking all the boots. Passing out because of it.
Happens to the best of
If,
us.
perhaps leave him with 1 boot. That should solve this issue.
I think he's good. He has 84.
You know what?
Yeah,
Fuck it, I'm
yes,
gonna do
thanks.
it.
He did have them all.
That's a lot of boots.
I know the man on the ground. He's having a bit of trouble.
You know what
with,
I'm going to
his
do? I'm going to just dress him for him. And then we're all going to remember this day. Because I had to dress a bloody cadet.
Excuse me. Master. I thought Vega was a master, but I guess he's not.
Do we get to do push-ups?
Hello.
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 Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings, Master.
Hello. You good?
Yes, I'm quite good.
Enjoy for now.
Backspace?
Can I ask your name?
Mr.
Mine-
Vega, thank you again for the safe passage here.
Oh, Moss. Moss is made
Oh.
Vega. Greetings.
That's just mate Vega.
Salutation.
Salutations. Well, I've got these old cadets and I've been a bit of a rundown. I'm going to make sure they all know the Navy
Greetings.
attitude. So what is the Navy attitude?
Sir?
Face forward.
What?
Yes, sir.
What is the Navy attitude? Speak up.
Positivity, instructor.
Positivity.
And what are we going to do
Helpfulness.
if we see someone that needs help?
We will assist them.
Assist them.
Assist.
We will
Assist
assist them.
them.
Not all at once. Speak up. Come on. Everyone speak up together.
We will assist them.
We'll assist
We will
them.
assist
We'll
them.
assist them.
We will assist them.
Excellent.
You, sir.
And if they're a lower rank, are you still going to offer assistance?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
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 Yes,
Yes.
instructor.
Instructor. Instructor.
Thank you.
Instructor.
Who said, sir? Push-ups. 20, now.
Yes, instructor.
I want to see push-ups.
Come on, drop and give it 20.
There it is. Had to find
Count them out. Count them out.
I'm not going to start counting until everyone's doing the push-ups.
One fail.
So-
Everybody fails. Come on.
Every single person drop to the ground. Give it 20 now.
6.
There's no,
Seven.
no, no.
My
Everyone's
arms
doing push-ups
11.
until everyone does it. And I'm going to count to 20.
Thank you, instructor. This is my favorite.
Drop to the fucking ground and give it 20 push-ups right now, cadet.
You're all going to carry on doing these push-ups until I see everyone doing the push-ups.
Wedgwood, you have to trust your gut and just do the
There's
push-ups.
4 people that are not doing push-ups yet. The rest of you will continue to do push-ups until these 4 have decided to join you. Oh, look at that. And then there were 2.
No,
The
there's
4
3. This
that
person
we
is
need to
not doing it.
remember to use
I
your
see
G
you.
muscle.
I'm sorry. I just I can't quite.
Your G muscle, and it should be in a reddish tone.
My arms are so huge. This is hard for me.
Like 11.
Yes, good job, cadet.
There goes my
There
arm.
we go. Count it out for us, instructor.
Will
One more to
do.
go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On your feet.
Back
Yeah,
in
I'm sure if you should eat
lines.
chicken off the ground, but
I'll get it next time, instructor.
I want straight lines while you listen to the instructor.
Cadet, why are you in the
Fast
cupboard?
forward,
I already
cadet.
sorted out your uniform. Get in the line. Wait a minute, I missed one. Oh, my scissors are broken.
Alright, as you were instructed.
They were
good
added.
job.
No problem, sir.
Instructor,
Okay, do you have any spare scissors?
would you like to use my scissors?
Yes, I do actually. Here you go.
Mine broke. As you can tell.
And
why.
he's down again.
Instructor, I would gladly trade you my scissors for yours.
It's alright, I've got it, cadet.
Thank you.
Perhaps it's the boots that are giving
I've
him
already
trouble.
sorted his boots. Tap him on the
Sorting may
shoulder,
be the
tell him I've
keyword
sorted
there.
it.
Perhaps if the cadet is in their head and have their brain sorted, they need to go search a fire pit and a dream solo kind of thing.
Go to some calmer and empty waters.
Yes, thank you, instructor.
No problem, cadets.
Cadet, to my right, flex your T muscle to hide your head.
May I have permission to help the sleeping man?
You do. Ah, Master Webster. Do you want to help me
Greetings, Master
train
Webster.
these cadets?
Greetings, Master Webster.
What type of box?
Greetings,
is
Master.
that? There.
Grapple.
Greetings, Master.
Things
There
yet.
might be.
Greetings, Master.
You don't know if there's any in stuff yet.
Hello
so-
there. Oh,
You
it's
there,
fine.
cadet, do not go into this box. Do not go into the box. Do not go into this. You are having some head issues. What you need to do is go to some calmer and emptier waters, or you're just going to pass out again. You follow what I'm saying?
Say that again,
ma'am.
Go to some calmer and emptier waters. You're having some
You know, while
issues
she's
and
doing
you're
that,
passing
tell
out.
me, what is your favorite ice cream? Chocolate or vanilla? Only one of those.
Reset the brain. as it were.
Chocolate. Master.
Chocolate.
I am
Master.
quite sorry,
Chocolate.
Master.
Well,
I prefer
Have to
coffee.
go
Please,
with
sir.
chocolate, Master.
Uniform's been sorted. I
Chocolate
dressed you.
master.
Chocolate Master.
Chocolate master.
Chocolate.
I apologize for the
inconvenience, ma'am.
You
Vanilla.
damn well better
have a bunch
apologize,
of
but what
good
you should be
cadets.
saying is,
Proud of you
I
guys.
will do
Good job.
better, instructor.
Thank you, sir.
I will do better,
Polite.
instructor.
Thank you. Get in line.
I knew this was going to be the part that takes a while.
Also,
Flowers.
if you see a person named Paige D'Artagnan, tell her chocolate is better than vanilla. Thank you.
Hi, Master.
That's
Hi,
it.
Master.
Yes, master.
Oh shit.
Okay, well that's a good enough entry point so I can teach you about loaf. Does anyone know what loaf is?
Like bread, instructor.
No, it is not bread. It is not the hard bread that I will beat you with if you say it was bread.
Is it the attitude that you have when you're not doing your share of the work?
No, it is not. Any other guesses?
Is never mind.
No, I want to
I had
hear
a
your
stupid one.
suggestion. Go on.
Is it a product of the human digestive system?
This is also incorrect. Is everyone giving up, or any more guesses?
I have a guess.
A
Instructor.
guess? Go on, take your chance.
I think loaf is an acronym for something about positive attitude.
Incorrect. Everyone give up?
I
Yes,
am.
instructor.
Instructor.
Okie dokie.
Yes,
Loaf
instructor.
is simple. Last order first.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Oh,
You know what that
LF.
means?
Oh.
The order in which is that you follow the orders given to you,
Correct.
instructor.
So the Admiral tells you to go pick up his favorite pony. You're going to pick up the favorite pony. And then a lieutenant orders you, no, I want you to take this scythe and you start cutting down these... anything. I want you to pick berries. What do?
Blackberries,
Cut the
instructor.
berries?
You pick
You
the
collect
berries.
the damn berries. And after you've collected the damn berries, you continue your other order. You can also say this to the person giving you order. You can say, "Aye, sir, I will do that immediately, but be advised the Admiral has ordered me to do this." But you still go collect that berries if the lieutenant tells you, "No, I want you to collect the berries." And if the Admiral comes along and sees you collecting berries and he starts yelling, "Why haven't you got me my prized pony?" This is the most freeing thing you can ever say, and it will cover your own ass. You can say, "I was ordered to do so." Let's all try it. Say it.
I was ordered to do so.
something else.
Oh, that was a word vomit in my ear.
Good. Does it not feel freeing?
Yes.
Yes, madame.
Yes. Will the Admiral still yell at us, though?
The Admiral will yell at you because you are members of His Majesty's Royal Navy. It is your duty to be yelled at. And how many times has that been said, sir, so far? Anyone been keeping track?
2, Instructor?
Not enough.
That is 40 push-ups, so let's get to it.
Okay, I'll try and
Thank
get
you,
it this time.
instructor. I appreciate it, instructor.
Use your G
Oh,
muscle.
just wait till I find a
There
bar
we
of
go,
soap and some
Edgewood.
socks.
Oh, I was thinking... I was imagining a push-up
Remember,
as
I'm
being
gonna
more of
start
a
counting till
magenta
everyone's dead.
sort of activity.
I believe in you.
Wait till I find that bar of soap.
Waiting. You're making your other cadets suffer here, cadet.
Sorry, ma'am, my muscles are having issues.
The correct
If you
response is,
scratch
"I'm
your
sorry,
top
instructor.
left
I'm having
shoulder."
issues finding my muscle."
Your top left shoulder.
Okay. 1,
Hey, we for
2, 3, 4, 5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8, 9,
9,
10,
10,
11,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
I didn't realize how many people would be joining the first day. I really thought it would be less than this.
4,
This isn't even all of them. Some of them got on a ship.
26, 27, 28,
On which would you got it?
29,
Don't think about it too much.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36,
I used to love the smell of poop
37,
leather.
38, 39, 40.
Oh.
Good, none of you's collapsed. I would advise you don't collapse, because if you do collapse, I'll make you do all 40 again from the beginning.
Instructor, may I say a word?
Yes?
We do get hungrier as we do that. The more we do that, the more we're gonna require food.
There should be food. Some places you should all have your Navy rations, correct?
Welcome,
You can only eat so many of those.
Instructor.
I want you to keep that until you're at.
Yeah, those
Because
those
your
things are.
package, you keep that until you're about to collapse. Once you eat that, you will then inform me, and then I will send you to the mess hall.
Hi,
Instructor.
Hi, instructor.
I instruct.
Hi, instructor.
Hi, instructor.
Excellent.
Little mother.
Now, as the Navy's just getting
So you think
started,
squad's
and
Milsim,
most of our
this
paperwork
Sim
hasn't
Sim.
arrived yet, which means no one has their cadet handbooks yet, and if you do, you're lucky, one of the lucky few. I want you to
This
do
is
something
roleplay.
very simple. Everyone have their pickaxe, a wood axe.
I'm sorry,
Any-
instructor. You're cutting out as I cannot hear you when you go further down.
My apologies, that was my fault.
Hi, instructor.
I want you all to have your equipment ready for harvesting on your belts immediately.
Hi,
That's
instructor.
wrong.
Thank you.
Crude. Okay. There we go. Something different. Something very different. Never done this before, so I thought it would be interesting.
As the Navy is just getting started, we are going to be tight for resources. So it is our duty, nay our honor, to make sure this
Abandoned
Navy is a well-fed machine. To that end, we are going to be gathering wood, gathering fiber, gathering thatch, gathering anything they bloody well ask us to. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, instructor.
Instructor, may I
Hi,
inquire
instructor.
if we have a chance to get a sick?
What was that?
May we have a sick?
I don't believe we actually have any scythes yet. No sickles.
Okay. Thank you.
And if we do, that'll probably be handed out at the workshop whenever it's constructed.
Fantastic,
Everything is being built, so whatever you got is whatever you got, so take care of it.
I missed the push-ups too.
Did someone say sir?
No, I said in.
Oh good, must have been my hearing. Good, good, good.
There's quite a few around, or quite a few people around. I think it's messing with everyone's hearing.
It is a little bit. Anyway, now that I've done you the basic loaf, basic Navy protocol, basic Navy stuff,
Best
there
order
is nothing you
first,
can
loaf.
sign off here because these aren't the proper lessons. This is just me making sure you are orientated and have the proper attitude in that uniform before the lessons begin. Am I understood?
I
Good.
Instructor.
Good, good, good. And to that end, I want 2 lines, side by side. Pick a partner,
Ridgewood.
and you're going to line up at these stairs, and we're going to start marching towards the workshop. Why are we going to the workshop? It's probably because where the most building and gathering is going to be done. And I'm going to get you all gathering.
Turn to the right.
Oh no!
Master Rock
Dr. Carrington! You killed one already!
No, unfortunately.
No, that would be my brother Donovan. He tends to have consciousness problems, I'm afraid.
Well, I want you to see, where's your lineup? I want you lined up with your partners. Come on. I'm going to get you march to the workshop and do some gathering. Yeah, that would be beneficial, but I don't think we got any ships on the island.
Did we actually pick partners?
And if we do...
I don't
No,
think
we're
we
not.
did. I think we're just gonna line up and the person to your side.
If there's a ship there and it's going out, I'm going to see if we can get you on that boat. If
Aye,
not,
instructor.
I'm going to send you to gathering. And who's his partner?
I don't think we'd had a chance to pick
suppose I
partners
will
yet.
be.
But
No, there should be... If you're in a partnership, I want you side by side in this line, facing the stairs. Come on, organize it. People with partners at the front, people without partners, go at the back.
Mr. Baptiste, you wish to partner
Oui,
up?
Monsieur Lasers. I think you and I are going to be working together tonight.
Sounds good.
Who doesn't have a buddy?
I don't have a body.
I don't.
I do not.
I don't.
Well, that doesn't make sense. How can that many of you not have buddies? Buddy up!
Instructor, I think they have problems determining lines.
I
Do you
suppose
want to be
it'll
my
be
buddy
me.
real quick for demonstration?
I believe so.
Master Rockbottom has graciously been my buddy. And I've said,
Need to
face
go
the
line.
stairs. Boom. We are now facing the stairs.
Sorry, we were unclear on which set
Supposed
of
to face the
stairs.
stairs. Oh.
There's
These
another
stairs.
set too.
The stairs
Thank
we're
you.
going to be marching
Missed
towards.
Okay.
Thank you,
The
instructor.
stairs that
Those
don't
stairs.
look like you could get hepatitis off of them.
Move up, Magnus.
Probably get the cadets with toothbrushes to brush that at some point.
Alright.
Okay, and anyone who's without partner? No? Then looks like I'll be carrying the cadet.
She's a lot stronger than she looks.
Aye.
Well, let's
Alright.
start marching to the war docks. Anyone
Everyone
know where the war docks are? Because if you don't, ask.
I know a path to the war docks. I'm not sure if it's the correct one.
Where are the war dogs,
Fine,
instructor?
we'll be marching towards the workshop, and then there will be a path to the right of the workshop.
That's the
Follow
one I
path
understood of.
Straight to the war docks.
Off you go.
Aye, instructor.
Remember, march.
Move slowly and stick together.
Your Q muscle lets you
That
move,
man seems to be being
slow.
attacked. Now it's attacking the horse.
Good horse.
Oh.
Excuse us.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Sir?
Where are you? Where are you? Fuck, I hate you.
Everyone carry on.
It's like
Sir, I
a
need
sea
mud.
of red.
I know. I'm gonna find some.
Yeah, Mr. Best.
Oh my God! It's a sea of red.
Keep going straight. Keep going straight.
Yes. I just want to make sure you're with me.
Oh, Miller. Yeah, I'm with you, but
go this way. Oop. We lost the rest of our group though.
Wait. Let's just hold it for a minute.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
I think we can go this way. Yeah, I was sent down to the War Dogs earlier, so I have an idea of where they are. Wasn't sure if that was the only path that we needed to take.
Do we still have everyone with us?
I hope so.
I mean, we can stop here and wait.
Yeah, form up here.
Sure.
Yeah, let's form up here on the path.
We'll form up here. Looks like we have everyone. Yep.
Instructor, we were waiting to make sure that we have everybody together.
Good, good. You're learning already. Stay together.
As that song goes, the British Grenadiers, something like that.
Some talk of Alexander and some of Hercules, of Hector and Lysander and such great names as these. But of all the world's great heroes, there's none that can compare to the Toro of the British Grenadiers.
Instructor, question on that. Do you know if that has papers owning it or not?
Sorry.
Beg your pardons?
Do you know if that song has paperwork that owns it or not?
It shouldn't, considering it's fucking, very old, and also, the Dempsey militia can't do shit against that.
Yep. And as well as it's performed live.
I know.
Especially considering I was the one singing it.
Yep.
Yes, Mitchie?
It's a damn some militia. It's been a while since I've heard that one.
There are pox upon us all.
Amen to that, monsieur.
As I was saying, the Dempsey militia can't do shit, because, first of all, I was the one singing it. So it is my own performance. Second of all, that song is old as dirt.
I was gonna make a joke about as old as the Admiral, but I don't know the Admiral, so I can't make that joke. Fuck. I hate it. It's an easy joke.
Aye.
Just have my uniform this time. That's the new Admiralty building, which looks like they've made some decent progress on it. Esther?
I am Master.
Oh, look,
It's Master
it is
Chief,
a
everybody.
monster.
Sir?
So we salute.
Master.
Master.
Breaks the
I think
line
we're
every time.
supposed to. I was gonna say, I think we're supposed to step until everyone's ready to march again.
Yep. You should actually roll on Navy Islands about, unless somebody comes to a complete stop with you, you only have to stop and salute, or something like that. Oh no, there's buildings that you don't salute in because it would just cause traffic jams. That's what it was, like the warehouse.
Those ahead, wait up.
Aye.
Check up.
Nope. Ah, Miss Carrington slowed up. Alright, Instructor Carrington. That's gonna get me in trouble.
As long as she didn't hear you, Monzo.
Yeah.
You are members of His Majesty's Royal Navy.
Oh
The
God,
reason
it's
why
still.
I'm doing this slowly is I'm trying to train you all to stay in groups, to stick together. Does anyone know why I want you all sticking together?
Because sailors left
Nope.
alone get stabbed to death in back alleys, Instructor.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
If
that's
we're
what happened
all
to
on a
Carrington.
ship and that ship sinks.
Yeah, that's what I
want
was
you
thinking.
all
I was gonna make a
do?
joke about the Admiral
Find
being
your
as old
partner
as the
and
song.
stick with them, instructor.
Stay together.
But
Big
I don't
groups
know the
are
Admiral. I haven't
capable
met
of
him.
fighting off
I can't make that
sharks.
joke,
Smaller
and it makes me
groups, it's a
sad.
little more difficult, but if you're on your own, you're fucked.
She's right. That's what
I
happened
instructor.
to not Carrington.
This is the
Lazy
reason.
General.
If we're doing
This is
a
Lazy
land
General's
invasion, or God
Secretary
forbid we have
Crampton.
a land invasion against us, we are
She's
all
lost.
going to stick together because these large numbers are going to dissuade those pirate bastards from engaging. Is that not correct, cadets?
I instructor.
I instructor.
Yes, instructor.
Oh, hey, Grumpy. Yep, I decided I watched 5.0 and I'm like, man, that looks really fun, but I could see, I saw something that bothered me enough that I'm like, I've never roleplayed before. This game, they're very nice.
Because the sword is a dangerous weapon, but it is a weapon that does not differentiate between friend or foe. It is you that needs to do that. So when you swing that blade, you need to be damn sure your training
Always
is
stab, never
you
swing.
in a way that you know, do not swing it and hit your friends.
But yeah,
Instructor.
I saw the,
Instructor,
I watched,
by chance, was the Navy taught by nuns?
What?
We had similar rules.
that's funny.
Now,
But yeah, I watched a lot of 5.0 and I was like, man, that looks really fun to just hang out with people and shoot the shit and sail the ships. He didn't
I
stop,
believe
so.
it's just the strict order that's a similarity.
I thank you. That's exactly what I was getting at. Thank you so much. Yes, the sisters.
Ah.
Yes.
I see you are doing a funny cadet. Very good. Everyone laugh.
Aha, aha.
Very good.
Oh. Uh-huh.
So now we're currently having me lead us to the War Docks, which is killing my soul.
Another
So,
funny. Everyone laugh.
I think I got too far ahead.
This
think
is the
we're
workshop. Do all that building on the left that's currently under construction, but keep following this path to our right.
Many years for the season. Navy's good. Yeah, that's like I don't know anything about Atlas to begin
we are
with.
missing is the drum and the fife, and we had a marching band.
Oh,
It
that
would
would
have
be
been
pleasant.
nice to have a drum that we could use whilst moving. That would be nice.
Yeah, and I saw that like Navy's super open about just starting new character, just starting it all. I've never played Atlas before, so all of this stuff is new to
That's
me.
on the island right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very.
Doing a fine job, instructor.
Nice. I can't. Oop, I got ahead again. God damn it.
Who else want to be an instructor in the future?
Perhaps distantly in the future, instructor, but
No,
not at the current moment.
What's your future goals
agree.
then? That's
I simply
To
want
be a
to
sailor?
work on a ship.
I want to be a.
You need to be a sailor, that is what I want to do.
goals. What's your future goals in this navy?
I want to be
To
master
sink
chef.
pirates in the
Everyone is
Spanish.
fair food wise. Thank you.
I set on lieutenant.
See, mine is I saw something that was happening. No, actually, I can't scroll out. This is as far as it will let me. I don't think I have a setting right.
Get up on these steps, you can fall and break your fucking neck.
I would like to be
Yeah.
a Marine.
It's a lot of moss. Like, I can't seem to scroll it any farther than this.
Whoever's answer that was, I like that answer.
So I was just giving myself a little bit of pace like this.
Crafting them.
Instructor, is there a place you wish for us to stop?
These are good.
I am looking to be a medic.
Oh, a medic. Good. We need medics in the navy too. Keep our food alive. Keep our people fighting shape. Right, I want you lining up. About all stop and line up.
What I was thinking about is no one calls fire but the captain, and that's silly. It's really silly. You should have an artillery specialist on your deck to call the shots, and they don't.
Oh.
And I think that'd be really fun.
Master?
Hi, how's everyone?
Master?
Master?
Doing well.
Master?
I'm trying to see if we can get these
Greetings,
people
Master.
and have the authorization.
I kind of hope I can get to that position. I know some people have lieutenants to do that,
No, there's not.
but they're not very common.
And that's just a
And I thought an artillery specialist
It's okay.
would
Do you
need,
need
you could get
work
that
for
out of
them? 'Cause
master's,
I have a
mate.
job.
I have to use
yes,
the
that
restroom.
was the second goal, which
Problem.
would be gathering.
Cool. Chop down every tree in this entire war docks for me and bring it to me.
All right,
Master.
then. You have.
Aye, sir.
Stop chopping. Stop chop.
Aye, Master.
Aye, sir.
Sir, may I inquire, do you wish to stay here, or should we find you somewhere
Now
else?
the follow-up question: how do I cut down a tree?
I'll be here.
With one of these.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
with one of those.
All right.
Go up and smack it.
That's not.
I'm enjoying it so far. The sea of red.
All right, everybody went that way. I'm going the other way. I'm assuming if it's not there and I can pass through it. Oh. Nope. 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 I have not found one I can hit yet. Yeah. Okay, so there was another. I have not found a fucking tree yet that I can hit. Trees on there, maybe? So yeah, this is as far back as I can get, which is fine. It lets me move to the way I need to. But yeah, I was thinking that seemed kind of interesting. An artillery specialist, somebody that calls fire, calls shots, follows the captain's orders. Oh, here we go, trees.
They're called.
I found a tree. That's concerning. And I've not seen anyone else try that. I've seen master bosuns, of course. I've seen lieutenants, but not something that isn't a lieutenant. I was like, maybe that'd be fun.
Great.
I don't see any more over than these saplings, and I don't think we can chop those down. I've tried. Oh, that's a dry dock. I love that they ended up filling these in because they couldn't get them to work right, and that's what was causing most of the crashing last season. How do we knock those down? Gather?
I believe you collect.
Okay. Ah. Little window to the weather.
Yeah, probably a bit.
Master?
Yes.
Good day, sir. You have recruited Hot. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
which
the
box
shots.
do we drop it in?
The resource chest here.
The resource one there.
Which is the rounded looking one.
Thank you, sir.
Careful, not a sir.
Ah. That's not what I wanted.
I suppose I'll go back to the instructor then.
Wood, grass. They don't care about the berries. Berries go to the...
Hey, where's else? Or we get to go back to the instructor.
Oh, understood.
You-
Yeah. Sorry, I can't help those. Those come at random. Other ones. It's Carrington. Issues.
If you don't know how to get patched, tell them that to say now. Do you know how to get thatch?
I do not.
No instructor.
Pickaxe on a tree.
That's instructor.
I believe they were fake trees, instructor.
These all seem to give berries.
These are all berry bushes.
Berry bush.
They are overgrown berry bushes, it seems.
These all, miss, I do believe that these do not give berries. These are actually red peppercorns.
Well, either
Those
way,
are mixed. Spicy.
go spread it. Okay, spread out amongst the island, but stick with your partner, as in your buddy. Stay with your buddy. And I want you to spread out the island,
Mr.
grab a wooden thatch can, and bring it back here into those chests down there. Got it?
Oui.
Understood,
instructor.
Yes, instructor.
Hi, instructor.
If you see another cadet on their own, ask them what they're doing on their own. They should have a buddy.
Alright, Winston, let's go upstairs and see if we can find some trees.
Can always try. Birds from the sky.
Twins, you want to come with us? We're going to go up above and see if we can find those trees up there.
Sure. By the way, our last name's Tolston.
Tolstons. Okay.
Tolston.
Magnus, Ulrich, and Winston. Okay.
What's your buddy's name?
I'm Winston Weathers, Cadet Weathers.
Oh, nice to meet you. Good. My name's Ulrich, and this is Magnus.
That's gonna be confusing. Because you've never...
If you do not cut your hair, I will dull my scissors on your hair.
One of the rules of the Navy
That's
is you
a
give up
very
your name
interesting
for... The Navy takes your first name, basically. I'm here. Actual trees. Thin trees. There's a
spread out, but stay in like shouting distance of each other.
Alright.
You go over there on
Come
the
on,
other side.
Magnus.
We'll go over here and they can stay over this way.
Oh, that's that. She's rushes. Okay. Ooh, I lost him. You go ahead of me. That's Tholston, Silver, Tholston, Baptiste. Okay.
It's like this. You can actually grab fibers out.
Whoop, headache. Ah! There we go. This is a cruel island.
Timber.
Sorry, is that with us?
I think it's birch. Nope, pine.
I
I was wrong.
say, if this is willow tree, we could make some decent tea out of it.
Too bad there's no pine. Well, I guess this is supposed to be pine, but it looks like a funny pine. This one looks right.
Hey, that looks like a decent pine tree. These other ones look like ash, maybe.
Yeah. I've had good pine tea before.
What was that?
I've had good pine tea before. Been a few years, though.
Like, from the nettles, or...?
Yeah. It's actually surprisingly not bad.
Yeah, I agree. But nothing beats Chardonnay.
Did instructor give us a target, or just gather as much as we can?
We gather as much as we can, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm starving again after eating a meal.
That's
How
bad.
are you looking on? Yeah, I was going to say, how are you looking on food?
I'm half full, but I took some knowledge out of the first tree to reduce my problem with that.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, I didn't take a lot. I took a couple. Does it do it automatically if I just hold it? Oh, it does. Okay. I was hitting on it every one. Yeah, I was afraid of being hungry quickly. I didn't know how well they fed their cadets. I do need to rest, though.
Anyway. Thank you for reminding me that. I just grabbed everything I could. Oh, are you
Ah, just recovering stamina. Yeah.
That
was a wee bit tired.
Yeah, I'm going to need to start heading back now if you want to get starving again.
How am I on mine? Oh, I'm very good on my weight. I took quite a bit of weight.
Hey, if you need to share, I'll just pass it over here. I still have quite a bit.
Oh no, I went with a oh, what's the term? And I can't think of it. It's over the 500 weight range. I have an idea for what I want to do, and it requires needing to be able to carry a lot of weight.
What is it that you want to do again?
I have an idea of, well, I'm a big fan of cannons, and I haven't yet been introduced to anyone yet. I have this idea of an artillery specialist. And we haven't been introduced. Someone that calls the shots instead of the captain.
I mean, like a general's mate of sorts.
Yes. So when to fire, when to hold, what to load, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm starving now.
Oh. The stamina, doing what we're doing will also drain that.
I'm gonna head back.
Understandable. I will follow you. Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh no. that was a muscle memory, looking for a map, trying to figure out where I need to go on the island.
Oh. Okay, interesting. I can do so.
Oh, those berries we discovered?
Okay, eating the berries helps a little bit.
Yeah.
It's probably going to kick my vitamin C.
Yeah. Yep, that could mess you up.
Yeah, I know. Either way, I'll
Does
talk to the
anybody
instructor.
have a grapple right now?
No,
We
madame.
have not been told anyone has one as of yet.
As far as I know, no one. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Oh, no.
got some cadet stuck in a rock, and
There's two more right here.
No. Oh, it's Florence.
Oh, did you get?
Hey,
Oh,
Florence,
I
how
see a
you doing?
grapple.
I would love to split
Hey.
you, but I'm a little stuck right now.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah,
Safety
hold on.
first,
Master?
okay?
Yeah, that'll work probably better.
I don't think they need us standing around.
Yeah,
you need that?
It would happen to her though.
I've heard the island is special.
It is. It is a little bit special, it seems.
I'm just glad as the Navy we won't be required to ride horses on it. 'Cause that could end poorly.
Oh, of course.
Uh-huh.
Will you take this schooner?
Instructor.
Yes.
We've collected some of the bark, but I'm starting to get very hungry still, and I've resorted to eating the berries, but that might, well, I might have quite a bit of vitamin C in me.
To ask, leave chips around here somewhere, and leave there to the kitchen.
I'm going to go drop off the extra materials that we gathered, the instructor.
Okie dokie.
Instructor.
I'm with you. We're a bit like locusts, just tearing up everything off the island.
Listen, a little bit of industrialism never killed nobody.
Well, killed the trees.
Yeah, but fuck the trees. We have no one that can speak for them. Not here,
True.
at least. Yeah.
They want this, that. Iron, I think they want that. Metal. Iron. Salt.
I want to man cannons. I want to. I guess technically be a marine is what I'm looking to be. You know?
Looking for more of the boarding hand-to-hand combat.
Maybe, and manning cannons as well.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just be on the cannons.
One of the few things I am good at is that, but I also would not mind one day having a ship of my own to command. So I guess being a captain.
Yeah, but then you have to command, and that just doesn't sound the greatest.
Ah, well, you know what, Weathers, if it comes down to it and we goes away as we goes, I'll make sure to have you on my ship to command my cannons, no?
Ah,
be my lieutenant.
that'd be fun.
That would be fun, no?
Let's see if the instructor has found this kip that she was looking for.
Maybe. I'm not much for like having a big ass galleon or nothing like that. Just a humble brigantine with enough guns to make a Spanish galleon blush. That's what I want.
I'm curious how many chasers we can put on a ship.
It depends. Chasers, you mean, or
Chasers.
I forget. Is those the forward or the rear-facing guns?
Forward.
Yeah,
Doing good, cadets.
Maybe.
Master?
What?
Master.
When is
Instructor?
catching your voice?
So where are all the other instructors?
I did see Senior Instructor Smith when I arrived, although where he's gone from there, I'm not too sure.
I saw him too. He's probably went on the boat. The bastard.
Actually, yes, that does make sense, considering the first wave of us, if you were non-essential, then yes.
We did pass some cadets with another individual, but they were stuck in the rocks above.
Oh, dear.
I did not catch his name, though.
Stuck.
They were looking for a grappling hook.
I believe they had a grappling hook. Madame Florence was stuck in the rocks, instructor.
I see 2 cadets
So
not
good to be
fully in
back.
uniform. 3 cadets not fully in uniform.
Where?
Oh,
Need a
where?
quick moment. My head. I'll be right.
Actually, cadet, you are technically one of them.
Wait, how?
You were given a pair of scissors, yes?
You got to cut your hair.
Snip,
Nah,
snip.
Oh, you're
Unfor-
kidding.
I can do it for you if you.
Both of you actually. Your mustache.
I was going to say I was told the mustache could stay, but if not.
Mustache can't stay good. That's good to know.
Wait, since when?
Was
Don't
the
worry.
mustache stay or not stay? I told it
Just
was.
clean shaven.
Once you get into your blue coats, you can regrow your facial hair and your hair.
Oui, monsieur. Oui,
Senior
sir.
instructor, more cadets are coming.
I have never seen this many cadets.
It's a good sight.
Aye. You won't have issues getting resources, yes?
Oh, not just
There we
that. I mean, we basically had 2 captain's houses leaving, so. Yep, you gotta replace the captain's houses.
Very true. I did forget about that.
Speaking of which, has Captain Civil Meadows arrived yet?
I haven't the slightest clue, although I'm pretty sure we will know considering the commotion that will follow.
Instructor, did you find a solution for Mr. Baptiste's issue?
Huh? I'm a little scatterbrained. I've had a lot of cadets.
He's currently dying.
I'm currently slowly starving to death, madam. Instructor.
Okay, there should be food at the docks that we were at the where you got your uniforms. There should also be at the where the previous dry docks are, which is up these stairs, straight across. Keep going.
To the dry docks.
Ruins, the stairs. Yes, the dry docks. The old dry docks.
Understand.
If he doesn't know, take him there.
Once we go to the dry docks, what do we need to look for? Which building?
Right
The large
next to
one?
the stairs on the left. There should be food on the cupboard right next to the door.
Next to the door. Okay.
The building that you got your uniforms.
Understood.
Hey, where we originally lined up. Weathers, give me a moment. I need to take a leak real quick.
Understand. I had the same thing. I had to go to the restroom. That flash is really creepy, though.
All cadets report to the docks. All cadets report to the docks.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yep. Currently helping assisting Mr. Baptiste here to the docks as he's currently dying of starvation.
Oh.
But he had to step away for a moment to water the plants. The rations were affecting him poorly for the moment.
Oh, okay.
So we were stepping over there to see.
Master. Currently I managed to eat some berries and stay off my death. But I cannot eat another ration.
Okay. As long as you staved off death,
just for the moment, I'm trying to go get more food.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to get y'all off the island. So
Would there be any other food on the ship?
Yeah, if y'all wanna head over with your fellow cadets, I will see about getting you some food.
Aye, master.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Oh, wow. It's hard to see.
But Captain Flemington wants to
Fall in a straight line in front of Captain Flemington, please.
I know.
Where is Captain Flemington? I can't see him. Just a second.
Yeah, Mel, I can't see.
Right here.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, there.
Someone stay still and everyone line up to him.
There we go. Yeah, we are.
Look at all these fresh cadets.
Oh, Harris is around here somewhere.
How
Mr.
do I turn
Harris.
up my
Yeah,
gamma?
he's-
I need to make that
Yeah, he showed up about an hour before you did. He's around
Where's
here somewhere.
I can't see in the dark, and I don't know the controls to see in the dark.
Ship.
Oh, he might be on with Ramsey.
This is
then.
great.
No bother.
Oh, did they give him a wig
It's not
too?
the same going out without him whenever I'm on a ship. I don't feel as safe, you know?
It's fair.
Oh, very well. New cadets, I should first ask you to look into your pockets. Do you see a hammer and a bucket in there?
No, sir. There was no buckets or hammers to assign
No,
to us
sir.
at the time.
Sure.
That's why we're going to take a field trip and get you some buckets and some hammers. What's this? It's berries, it's mint.
Sorry, sir.
It's all right. Well, certainly not buckets or hammers. Not a single one of you is allowed on a ship until you've gotten your buckets and your hammers. You follow me, and I'll get you some of those buckets and hammers.
All right, cadets, follow the captain.
Captain here.
Captain
in case you
Flemington.
need to buy anything while you're out.
Instructor.
I think we're going to stick together with it.
Try not to spend it all in one. Try not to spend it all in one place. Like
Hopefully Master Rockbottom finds us.
That's the cornucopia, sir.
Ah, cornucopias are quite strange looking nowadays. Very well. I'll be sure to give those out as much as I can.
And the money's for if you need to buy anything or I don't know.
If you find
very
crystal,
well.
sir, we need
Try to
lots
spread
of...
it out.
Excellent. Now I'll try to find some crystal. I'm sure if we'll be able to find any trade routes this early on, but if I do catch wind of somebody having crystal, I'll let you know.
Thank you, thank you.
Very well. Cadets, my name is Captain Richard Flemington of His Majesty's Royal Navy, head of the Naval Outreach Department, a diplomat to His Majesty Lord Humperdinck Furbert VII, Esquire, and third in line for the cheese fortune of fondue. I will be
God, I love this.
instructing you all on how to be proper sailors. Now you are cadets, and even a proper cadet has a hammer and a bucket, which I have just learned you have neither. A bucket and a hammer are two of the most important tools that you will ever have on the ship. And without them, you are not very useful. So let's make you useful then. Follow me. Let's go get you some buckets and some hammers.
Have a good time, cadets.
Hi, sir.
Oh, I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
No buckets or hammers. That's not going to go.
Ain't no buckets and hammers is
Good to
going
see
to
that.
go.
Lost track of that one.
Can't tell if I'm just faster than people
Lost
or
what he
what.
said there. Something about buckets and hammers.
Oh, I don't know what I've been told.
I
I have no buckets or hammers to
told.
The Admiral's got smelly toes.
The Admiral's
Yeah,
got
no,
smelly
smelly
toes.
toes.
Which cadets needed food?
Mr. Baptiste.
I
Some food.
Alright, if you need some food. Hold up, Captain.
Captain, can you hold?
Captain,
I'm
hold
gonna
up
tell
one
the
sec.
captain to hold up.
Alright.
Well, that's fun.
Captain Flemington, one sec, hold up, please.
Yeah, come on.
Hold the line.
Thank you very much.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master
Do you
Rockbottom.
need, like, balanced...
I'll stick with the cadets.
Do you need, like, balanced vitamins or anything? Or are you okay with just...
Normal, sir. I'm good with this. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
You're welcome, Mr.
Thank you, master.
When you guys are ready to get it, after you get your food, I'll take you guys on.
You good, man?
Captain Flemington couldn't hear us.
I
He's been
need some
going.
A and B if that would be okay.
Okie dokie, one moment.
And you are
I am Instructor Lee.
There you go.
Instructor Lee. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm Cadet Weathers.
Ah, good to meet you, Cadet Weathers. And you are Cadet?
Cadet Jean-Baptiste.
Ah, John
Thank you so much, sir.
Oui, monsieur.
You're welcome.
Instructor
Alright.
Lee.
Welcome, welcome.
Instructor Carrington.
Alright, they're all
Names.
yours,
Thank you, Master
Instructor.
Rock Backlum.
Huh?
Thank you. This way, cadets.
Mr. Lee, I have stuff that needs to be dropped off.
Okay, we're heading to the warehouse anyways, to get you guys buckets and hammers, so we'll worry about that at that point.
I think we're coming back to the docks, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, we're coming back to the dry docks anyway, so you should be okay as long as you don't get overweight. If you get overweight, let me know. I'll carry some things for you.
Oh no, I've got plenty.
Okay, because I haven't sorted myself out yet, so I can't carry shit.
So Florence, I didn't hear you before. What is it that you wanted to do when once you're settled?
Oh, I want to be a master chef.
Oh,
Always
you're the
useful.
one that wanted to be the master chef.
Yes, I want to make all the good foods and give all the people all the foods because I want to make sure everybody has.
Well, the Navy's a good place to do that because there's a lot of people.
There's always food to be eaten. Stomachs to fill.
Look out, coming the other way.
Oh, cadets.
Oh, big man coming through.
Hello.
We're
that guy
going
was
to
much
get
taller than me.
hammers and buckets. You guys gotten yours yet?
What? I'm sorry.
We're getting our hammers and buckets. Have you gotten yours?
No, not yet.
Come along.
And follow.
Join us, join
Okay.
us. Join us, cadets.
Because they say they were coming up the road shoulder to shoulder. It's like a fucking wall.
So who else was wanting to be a chef? I heard somebody else wanted to be a chef.
I heard somebody else wanted to be a marine, and I was excited to have friends.
That was me.
Yeah, well, of course, Marines have to have chefs too. I'm just saying.
Hard to fight on an empty
You
stomach.
can be a marine chef.
I mean,
Well, the Marines need to be eat. I'm just letting you know.
and say, don't marines just eat more? I cannot fit in that little space.
Cadets who have just joined us, I'd like you to fall in line to my right.
Hey, student friend, how are you?
All new cadets who just arrived, fall into my right at the end of the line. The end of the... Nope.
It's over
The
here,
wrong
cadets.
side.
That's over on this.
My right? Yes.
I don't think we have enough space.
For those of you who have just joined us,
Make space.
we are one by one collecting all of the equipment inside of this wardrobe, then falling back into line.
Excuse me?
Captain. One moment. I was informed that we might be running low on hatchets. Do we have any more hatchets? One moment. Continue.
Sir,
We might be
we should
running
all have
low.
started with a hatchet.
If you already have a hatchet, then you don't need it. Only grab what you need. Since all of you don't have buckets or hammers,
or swords.
That we didn't start with, but I do believe all of us started with a hatchet.
Good.
A hatchet
Only
and a
take
pick.
what you need out of it.
That's always fun.
If you don't think you have one, please remember to open up the little
There's
box
Ratchet.
that you got in your like pocket. Your in the pocket.
My, look at all of these cadets. This is going to be
I hate the
exciting.
neck. I hate that it's offset. It drives me bonkers.
Sir, is that your excited voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Can't you tell I'm
God, if you hang around
absolutely
him
and
too long,
positively
your brain
enthralled
does
by
that.
this?
Which one?
Very obvious.
I'm
Jubilee
just glad to
cannot
know that
be
that's not your
afraid.
mad voice.
No, you wouldn't know what my bad voice sounds like.
I really don't want to either. I'm sorry, sir.
That'll be enough, cadet.
I think you'll find out soon.
Probably will.
Hammer.
As I'm not your instructor,
These are
but
all
the
the
captain here
same.
of His Majesty's Royal Navy,
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
I will be selecting a few of you for some hands-on experience on a ship for an operation that
Hatchet,
I've just now
sickle.
devised called Operation Get the Hell Out of Here, in which we will be doing relations work with the kind folks of the Commonwealth, giving them cornucopias so they can be cornucopiated. And their cornucopious nature
Hammer
will
on
give them
3,
the...
bucket on 4.
Sorry, something finding?
No, hold on to the sickle.
We're going around the people of the Commonwealth, giving out cornucopias, so that it can become cornucopiafied. The cornucopiation is vital for the economy and for the well-being of the Commonwealth. There's nothing funny about this. This cornucopification of the Commonwealth is quite an important task. A very important mission, and the first mission that we'll be undertaking. So we need serious faces. And absolutely no lollygagging.
Hi.
Hi, Captain.
Hi.
Hi, Captain.
Hi, Captain.
Man, Fist is great. Fist is one of the he just nails it.
You look much.
I really hope I make sailor soon. My head is getting very cold.
Let's go ahead and I'll have that aboard the ship, and then we can grab them if need be.
Yeah, see, nobody's told us how to identify people.
Excellent.
Other
I
than
believe
the
it's the
dingley
HMS Tallywhacker.
bits. God, you're joking. They gave him that.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Should be the third one to the right, over in the docks. Third one to the right in the docks. I'll just need some hatchets, but I believe everyone has gotten their hammers and buckets. Have you gotten your hammers and buckets, cadets?
Aye, sir.
Hi, Captain.
Hi, Captain.
Hi, Captain.
Splendid! Let's take a brisk jog back to the war docks, then.
Don't forget to drop your
Alright.
stuff if you have anything
Of
left.
course.
Alright, sir. On my way.
Come on, with us, don't you behind.
Come. Keep pace.
I keep feeling I'm moving faster than some people.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. It's because we had
I feel the same way.
Is that what it is?
I think something to do with the size of your feet has to do with that. Right? Just give them all around.
Is that true?
I want to say yes. Cause like, look, I'm moving faster than you at the jogs, and like, look, I'm already overtaking you.
Yeah. You almost need wider paths.
Yeah, we're going to.
Or maybe you need less broad shoulders.
Well,
Little
how
hit.
is he supposed to load a cannon?
Exactly.
This place will test you. There is some dangerous things on this island. I wouldn't venture too far. Things that you couldn't
alphas.
even imagine exist in your minds.
Like the floating rock and trade?
Such as?
Yes.
That's not a rock,
just
sir.
the beginning.
The
You'll soon
beginning.
find that there's oddities that happen around
trying to
this
give his slope.
island, and sometimes in your travels.
Man, Fist is good.
These are no mere coincidences, but the acts
What
of
are
a
they?
supernatural force known as sloths.
There it is.
Sloth?
Sloth,
I'm
sir?
sorry,
You could say-
what is a sloth?
Like a sloth?
A sloth.
Sloth.
So, do
I
the
gotta-
sloths have anything to do with the
Not
big
be
storm we
concerned
just
now
experienced?
about
Oh,
what a
fuck.
sloth is. Just know when you see
somebody took a walk off the
something
edge.
that isn't right. And that's what it is. Magic from the sloth.
Question.
Answer.
How do you protect yourself from such sloths?
A question and an answer for another time. Very well, cadets, let's line up. I want you to line up along the dock wall. Horizontally. Very well. Now stay here for a moment. Bosun. Ah, my brain, Bosun.
Crap, I don't need.
I don't know
crap,
what I was talking about with those
crap, I don't
sloths.
need.
You know, in my time as a natural historian, I did observe some sloths in South America.
So you
Don't
do
seem
mean
to have any-
So they're real.
They're harmless creatures.
Sloth.
Yeah, I put a couple
Uh-oh,
points into the skill
unfortunately, the
so that I
magic
didn't
scope didn't
get
it?
screwed on that.
Say
Ah, you
1,
did,
2,
sir.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah. First two.
Excellent.
So,
Would you like me
Including
to also put
myself
him on?
is 13.
Oh, 14 with me, sir.
14. Let's see. Unfortunately, I won't have enough room. I need to see.
Captain,
Yes?
Ellis is done now. If you'd like to take the brigantine instead.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, that would be much better. I mean, the Tallywhacker's a fast ship. It's just not meant for this many cadets.
No, it's not.
Fantastic. Where did she dock?
Right down there, sir. Straight down.
Straight down? Ah, my brain! Very well. Cadets, in your single file line, follow me.
Captain,
All
you
up
want
from
me
the
to
far
bring the
end.
one that's sleeping for you?
Yes, please.
Aye, sir.
I guess
that is
we're
an
going
evil
jumping
corner.
base.
That corner is evil.
Oh, that's just crunchy.
That corner is a little bit of a brain tease.
That is really crunchy. Shit. Belice. Belice.
Wonderful. All cadets aboard the ship, and I would like you to line up on the port side. Single
Man or
file.
woman overboard?
Good
They'll
luck.
make their way back.
Don't hide
There we
me.
go. Ooh, brilliant. Good show. We have everyone aboard. Excellent.
We had one in the water. I don't know if they quite made it yet.
That's all right. They'll make their way up. If
I'm
they
all
can't
set.
get out of the water,
Oh, good.
then they have real no business being a cadet in the Royal Navy.
Port side is left side. If you gotta remember, it's 4 letters on each word.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cadet.
They cut off. I never
Very
cut.
well.
I forgot to, they cut off my beard.
You're all here on board the ship.
Damn it! They did cut off my beard.
Congratulations.
Son of a
Naval
bitch.
vessel of fine quality. This a brigantine in particular. On it, it has fastened many cannons, many
Oh, that's right.
things, many objects that you must familiarize yourself with in order to be a functioning and contributing member of the crew. Now,
No clipping is not working right now,
I
so they
captain
can't make their normal
I
ships.
usually divide my cadets and sailors into 2 units. One for top side and one for bottom side. For our first voyage, I will be doing thusly. To divide you into 2 groups, then assigning you to cannons on bottom and cannons atop, as well as different jobs. Usually, on a ship,
You
there are
shouldn't see
bosuns,
combat in the
but
Spanish.
since you all cadets and have not the training for it yet, the only bosun that we have aboard the ship is... Let you go.
I believe she
I
was
believe
below
you
deck.
went below deck, Captain.
She is below deck. She is our only bosun. If you are interested in bosunry, she is a fine bosun and can teach you many things. I
We
will
have a
be-
ship coming in, sir.
Oh, yep. Oh, I wonder if Pip is on there.
Pips is.
I
All
would
right.
try the spyglass, but I don't
Ensign?
have one, sir.
Yep, for the meantime, I shall divvy you up into units. Usually I go by 6, because there are 6 cannons down below. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Go down below deck and find yourself a cannon.
So do you have room for 2 more?
Alright, come aboard. Welcome. We have caught quite a lot on this ship.
Nice, sir.
Excellent.
I'll be one moment. I need to drop something off.
Once you have found your cannons down below, ensure that they are named, and the cannon that is directly behind you shall also be yours. Make no mistake of that. When I call for Unit 1 to go down into stations, you will go to the cannon that is reserved for you.
Sir, question? How do we name a
Answer.
cannon?
If you look very closely, you should be able to inscribe something on the side of it. Yes. Inspect it quite well. As for the
Understood, sir.
rest, you shall be my top deck operating crew. You can see that there are cannons also
Sat on below
on
deck,
top
but-
deck. I
Did I do
reserve
right?
this to Unit 2, who has top deck. Now I shall have you, and you. Select your cannons. Your Unit 2 cannons. Top deck cannons. You as well.
I think I did it right.
Seems to be in his head. I shall have instead you. There we go. Not a problem. Now for the rest. We've got quite a large crew here. Now that we've had all cannons assigned, the rest of you will be shadowing our bosun. So you may
Actually, send him for
understand.
cannonballs. He's been a misbehaving sailor. He gets to be punished.
Aye, sir.
I got.
To the window, to the weather. How much weight do I have on me right now? 91? Fine.
Question, Captain. Do you want us all below? Stay below?
Very well. You shall be given the designation Unit 3, the remainder of you. You will shadow
Unit 1?
Mrs.
I think we're
Ash.
Unit 1.
Mrs. Ash.
That's the first one he counted
will
off.
take you around the tour of the ship and how things work as a
one,
bosun. We will be leaving shortly. Just wanted to check something very quickly. All
hello,
units at ease.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Again, Captain.
Good to see you
Hello,
again,
Captain.
Wallace. How have you been?
Well, sir.
Hey,
I find that you have a
done a
new
lot of
wig
this
and new
training.
hat, sir. It
You want to
looks
stand
great on you.
outside by your
Yes, thank you. I
at all
felt it in the
times
chest,
until
and
you're
I think it's
released
quite
from your position.
macaronial. I feel like this new style.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, say that again. I missed it.
You have been released from your
So,
position if you didn't.
I've
yeah.
been tasked with sending out cornucopias out.
They're not going to give me any books for that training right now. Took the stomach. Seemed like a good idea. I took the conditioning because it's always a good idea to have a little bit of swimming. Took the ship control because you will have to pilot a ship at some point.
Chase cannons.
You have any chase? Can't tell.
Behind you, so like I'd name this one Ratchet.
Yeah, I don't know about that buff either. I know I have it running right now.
Oh,
Hold on. Should I be concerned with the...
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sorry. That's the other side.
Let's go take a
And
look,
then-
Magnus.
You concerned with that?
And then you can,
that's a different
familiarize with any
Oh,
station.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
You're a floater or a
hey,
shadower?
guys, trust me. Don't move. Stand by your cannons unless you're told to do something else.
They're on stand down. They're fine.
Yes, we stand down.
Yeah, feel free to move about. You know,
Oh.
take a look at the ship. Start to learn about like the back.
Familiarize yourself.
Whistles is on.
No. Sorry. As you're going through.
This shit huge.
Lieutenant's podium in the back. That's a terrible place to have a lieutenant's
Alice.
podium.
Yes.
Ew. I hate that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Down underneath. Bosun's little... Oop, I need to
Yeah.
go. Bosun's hole.
Is.
Sir,
Well, that's problematic. You can't get out. Have to go... Ooh, that's a bad design. You have to go through the hole on this side or you don't get anywhere. Why is it like that?
No.
Why is there not a pass-through in the middle here?
So we.
I don't like that. There's only a pass-through on the one side. There's not on both sides.
Yeah, that's all.
Indeed.
Access to the gun deck. Does this have chasers? No chasers.
Name is Alexander.
I don't remember rescue.
Standard captains. This is a training, or not training vessel, but a lieutenant's vessel. Not a captain's vessel. Captain ships never have this. Well, they have to. They're not all screwed up right now, that's right? I'd have still put the lieutenant's podium forwards, not back.
In one.
Fuck, I have a question for the bosun,
why is that
but I did
weird?
not get her name. Shit, and she's having a conversation with them.
Not that.
Dump my coin in the box.
Oh, exactly.
You might not get it back.
was it?
All right, you.
If it.
Would.
I'll play.
Nice to meet
Very well.
you. What about you, Nick?
My
Very
name
well.
is Alexander Meep.
Yes, I will do my best.
Aye. Oh,
Meep.
that's a strange one. Meep.
Trust me, my parents.
Safe journeys,
He's
Captain.
out.
I'll see you when you return.
Yeah.
What about
Of
you?
course, Mr. Wallace.
Hi, I'm
aboard, Miss
Martin
Ash.
Silver.
Miss
Yes,
Ash,
Captain. Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I had a question, and it's just an observation that struck me as odd about the design of the ship. It's part of the repairing. That's why I'm asking you, because you're the bosun.
Oh, Frenchie.
When I went down below deck,
Formally.
it has a pass-through here,
Oui, of course.
but there's no access to the center.
Oh, we got another big fella. Hey. Been eating your veggies, have
But
you?
if you
What's
go to the
your
other
name?
side, there is one.
Yeah.
Happy Ales.
Christ, I didn't
See the
expect that voice.
pass through the
That's
center.
fine. We can get to it. It'll be fine.
Okay. It just struck me as odd that there's only a pass-through on one side, not the other.
Nice to meet you.
Aye.
That's all.
All right, cadets. We're gonna start off with a little bit of knowing your ship. To your left here is going to be your port side. Ports with 4 letters. Same
Is
with
the
left
bosun
with
saying
4
anything? I
letters.
cannot hear her.
She is.
One of you guys can describe to
I
him.
don't hear.
I can hear you.
Oh, give me 1 second.
This side
what
of the
is
ship
left?
is the port side. You shoot cannons from it.
Your starboard is on your right side.
Starboard to the right.
Your aft
Starboard
is
to the
in
right.
your back,
Aft is at the back.
and your bow is your front.
Hello.
The bow
Just
to the
about
front.
to shove off, Mr. Burke. How have you
So
been?
you're telling me what she's telling, saying.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Alright, this is technically your top deck. Your
Top deck?
bottom deck below us is going to be
My
your gun deck
hands are
or
still
your
stuck. I
main
haven't
deck.
got that all
Gun
sorted.
deck
but
or
that's something to use it.
Yeah. Mate deck and gun deck are the same thing. Below.
Yes.
And we're on the
If you
top deck.
follow me, I will show you where the emergency supplies are.
Pretty good.
Anyone
Got
who
married.
is interested in becoming a bosun, this is where you're going to frequently find them.
Yep, thank you.
If you
Can you
follow
show
down
us-
to the gun deck,
She's showing us the emergency supplies for bosuns.
make sure all doors get shut behind
do I have
you.
permission to go down and check to follow?
I understand. How are you doing, Captain? Looking quite dapper in your hat.
Mind the crossbeams.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, if you're eager to
Magnus.
learn, please. Everyone, if you're eager to learn about bosuning, please follow Miss Ash.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, it's a door closed in my face.
Yes, if a door closes in your face, be glad of that. Because
see.
if you're down on the gun deck and an enemy comes in here, you can't really defend yourself. So closing doors are
Window.
very important. Now you have this little box right here. If you look into it, you'll see there are spare planks, spare gun parts. There should be a spare wheel, as well as a few buckets and hammers.
Explaining the planks, wheels, hammers, all that should be in that left box.
I can hear her now.
Okay.
Apparently.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Alright, and for some odd reason, behind most of you cadets, directly across from me, is going to be your resource box. Now, if the captain happens... If we happen to need to tell him the resource, that's where we're going to go. Then you've got your ammo box right here. You know, self-explanatory.
What kind of ammo do we use?
Medium cannonballs for all of these down here, and I don't know about the ones in the front. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't looked at what cannons are on the top and front.
Anything
Most of it's gonna
specific?
be
Besides medium cannonballs?
Chase cannon.
medium cannonballs for the most part.
Okay.
There is a chance later on that we will be stocking ships with spike shot, or we'll
Big.
have cannonball heat. But right now we don't really.
Understood. I have to be interested
I
in
do have a
cannons.
question about the resource.
Yes.
Do you have a number that you normally like to have in the resource box per ship? Like
Normally
for wood and
Sucks per captain.
whatnot.
That
Is it
also
baseline?
depends on the type of ship and who runs it.
Yep.
For the most part, the bare minimum is currently inside of the box right now. Just because that's all we can run right now. Ships start getting basically specialized because each captain will build their ship a certain way, and so each captain will need certain, materials. One might be a interceptor ship, so they will generally
just sitting
run
in
with
dock
a
waiting
more
for something?
lighter ship, where the hard hitters will be having more resources or part or cannonballs.
Fair enough. Thank you
Generally,
so much.
yes, generally there's little boxes help sort them out, and normally they're labeled. If this one's not labeled, I'll get it sorted out. But typically, the resource box wouldn't be right over there.
Yes, it's terrible.
So,
It might have
I
been
thought
in
that
a
was an
rush.
odd place for it, but okay.
yes, and then on the other side of the resource box, we do have the food bag,
Use-
which is empty.
Have some
Everybody
berries.
should have the Navy rations on them, correct?
Aye.
Only eat that.
Aye.
Only eat those when you're
Yep.
at the most hungry, because that will just completely flood your vitamins. And I'll let you know. Only eat one, or you might wake up after a food coma.
I don't.
The worst
Sounds
statistics.
good,
Alright.
sir.
So the keel is at the bottom of the deck.
Captain.
Well, the bottom of the ship. It's the very bottom down here.
Attention, crew. We will be departing for the free port.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Sir.
Down
Once
here
at
is...
the
Come on,
free port,
Magnus.
we will disembark.
Aye,
But
sir.
we will only have a short time there. So, stay close.
Understood, Captain.
There.
Very well. Carry on.
Alright, this is the keel. This is the most bottom of the vessel. If you ever hear a bosun call out, bosun in keel, that means that we've went down here. Generally, somebody is assigned as a secondary bosun. So the secondary bosun takes care of the top of the vessel.
So
the top deck. We'll move over this way.
I'm sorry, it was hard to hear you. So, secondary bosun is usually assigned to the top?
Yes.
Are you?
So, alright. So while we're down here, we're just going to move up to try to make sure we can talk a little bit more privately or quietly. That way we're not talking over each other back there. The captain does like to use the outside voice, which is just our captain.
Yeah. Understood.
Basically, you've got two different bosuns. You've got a primary, which is what I am, and then you have a secondary, which would be basically anybody. It could be a bosun, or it could be somebody who's just brand new to bosun. The primary bosun is technically the third in command on the vessel.
Yep.
They are the ones to take care of your gun deck.
Captain,
Your
primary bosun,
secondary
secondary
takes
bosun,
care
medic.
of your aft, your top deck, and the helm.
How-
The helm middle area. Sometimes you might have an aft castle. That is all their job.
When
But
you
yes,
sorry, when you say take care of, what do you mean?
repair it.
Repair.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. If your primary bosun, if you happen to be a secondary, your primary says, "I need my secondary." That just means that something has gone wrong, and we need you on that gun deck. Forget about the top deck. Because either
You can sail a ship without a top deck. You cannot sail a ship without a bottom deck.
Hoping you could
Or
move on
whatnot.
from my cannon, monsieur.
Now, if you happen to become a bosun, Obviously, you have to make sure
I was
everybody
say I
has
was
a
going to stand
bucket
there.
and a hammer, which generally we'll do bucket and hammer checks before vessels go out. So when everybody's lined up, we say, all right, take out your hammer, take out your bucket, make sure everybody has it. Because all it takes is one person not to bring either one of those that will sink your vessel.
I don't know what the distance thing means.
Buckets are extremely important. Generally, if we have to call for people bucketing, it's going to be whoever's floating, or shadowing in this case. Then we'll start to pull top deck for buckets, and then gun deck for buckets. If you hear the command, all hands on buckets, or everybody bucket, that means there is a risk this ship can be going down. I mean, stop what you're doing and bucket. Do we have any questions so far?
No midshipmate.
Wonderful. Yeah, the job of a bosun's quite fun, but it can also be quite stressful. So if you can't handle stress well, or be able to function under massive firing, and you really want to be a bosun, you're going to kind of have to work your way into it and get used to it, unfortunately. I've seen it where a bosun has completely froze up and
I have
couldn't
too.
get out the commands that she needed to get out.
It happened
I was her
in
secretary
White,
at the time,
I think.
and I actually took over for her.
Because she just completely locked up. I think it was White that completely
There
locked up
are
at the time.
very rare occasions where something like that will happen.
Midshipmate, can you tell us about the Twin Rivers?
Oh God.
Captain mentioned it.
Yeah, so the captain had a shop. Had a ship called the Triton.
I think that's just a life lesson.
It was one of his newest ships, and we were out patrolling.
It's funny that when I tab out,
making
I
sure
still get
people get home
voice. I
when
don't
they're
get it.
We end up running into
Oh,
a couple pirate ships.
Is
who
that
were
we
already
can
in
agree,
combat
Captain?
with some privateers. So, seeing as most of our ship had fallen asleep due to some massive wave of anxiety or something, I don't know what it was. All fell asleep. We all took a nap together. We didn't have many people on the ship, so we had to make sure we backed out. But we went into the next little grid of water there, where we actually end up fighting against two black-sailed vessels. A well-known schooner called the Flintlock, and then a brig, which
I
I
watched
don't
the
remember the name.
Rivers thing. I know what you're talking about.
At the time,
But now
we
I
were
can
like,
talk about
okay,
it. That's
we can
fun.
do this. You know, we
Hold
actually
on a
sunk the
second.
Flintlock, which was an extremely well-known.
That's not it at all, is it?
And then the brig actually would not.
Is
run.
it?
We had went in.
It looks like it.
Interesting.
Get some assistance.
You know,
from
Captain,
the
I think there's only one way to find out. And that's to go
who
straight
we
forward.
had 3 stocks on their island.
Maybe things have changed.
My
I always
God.
thought this was a free port.
We had already been
Oh, it
stripped on
is.
both our
There it
forward
is.
and starboard side. So
Oh,
we were running
man.
out of we were running out of planes, we were running out of guns.
I remember them being
Oh, we have two
large
moon shadows.
But
I
we'd
just
actually run
saw
out
that.
of
I guess they
resources.
tore them all down.
And I
Good
tried
for
to
them.
plug all the holes, and I said, "Captain, we're out." You know, Captain Flemington, he's a really
Tipped
good
them all over into the sea, it did.
as
most likely.
his bosun. If you tell him something, he will listen. Like, you could be like, "Captain, I need you to go for this side." He'll be like, "Understood," and move to the other side. That way we can repair. However, when we kind of docked up, we're like, the only chance we got, dock the ship, get it going. Because we had lost our decks. We lost our gun deck, and then we lost our top deck. So, and as you can
My
see,
God.
our keels do not have the third deck in them. So we were all sitting on our keel. We were missing all of our gun deck, except for one gun port. Sorry, it was one plank on the front, the third and second one, like right over here. And then we had a few left in our keel. And so we all bucketed it. The wonderful residents and people who were on the island at the time actually had come out and jumped on the vessel to help bucket it as well.
Oh!
Oh?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that?
I
That was
don't
very
know.
loud.
Don't know.
Let's go.
Let's go
We have
top.
someone on shore, monsieur.
Hello!
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello there.
Hi!
How are you?
Hello, matey.
Hi there!
This is his ranch
Hello
this
and
morning?
salutations. My name
Hello
is
there.
Captain Flemington of His Majesty's Royal
Hey,
Navy.
Flemington! I met you before. I'm Donnie.
Donny. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was the governor of Mayor City before the fucking storm.
Oh, yes, quite a bad storm it was. I heard that winds were as blustery as over 10 mile an hour, which
They
is...
fucking killed Petey.
Yes,
I think I was on
terrible
Cannon
winds.
too.
There's
Yeah, I was
winds
on
10
Cannon
mile
too.
an hour, which is 10 times faster than most naval winds.
That sounds about right.
I don't know. We got a pretty good wind right now.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good, you know, mate.
Pretty good.
Learning.
Oh, you know,
How
we're
are you
just out
doing?
and about doing some diplomacy. Oh, I've got some stuff for you. Would you like to be cornucopified?
Yes, please. Lots and lots of quantification, if that's what it's called.
Yes, cornucopification.
Can I come over there, or do you have to throw it to me?
Well, I can, jump over there and give you it.
Oh, I wanted
You're
to
not
come-
one
I
of
wanted
those
to come over
disestablishmentarianism, cornucopificationists, are you?
No, I'm
God, I
a
love
Donnie.
this. It's Donnie.
That he is.
Very well. Cadets, you may disembark.
Oh, excellent.
Hi, sir.
It's time to get the feet wet.
Cadets,
Hello, everyone.
will I deal with
Hello.
this? You may go
Magnus, you
out
coming?
and about on your shore leave, go and explore, go and peruse the shops, introduce yourself to the locals, but don't cause any trouble. We will be back here precisely in 10 minutes. No later. No earlier.
Anyone
Make
with
sure
you, Captain?
have one person with
Understood,
you. Do
Captain.
not go alone. Always have a battle buddy.
Remember,
system.
people,
Hi.
remember
Midshipmate,
cadets who go alone get stabbed alone and
Yes.
Donnie,
Was there any
I've
resources
got
that you needed us
some
to gather for you?
for you. I'm
Either
going
way.
to give you this many.
What is it for?
I need to work on
We
that.
have crystal.
Cadets who go alone get stabbed in corners. If I ever become an instructor, that's going to be my #1 list.
Or they get kidnapped. Just as worse. Because then you have.
Very true.
I don't even know. Can we get it through here?
Then you get to live through the depression of being cut. Your pants down.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's right. I need to talk to people here.
Oh yeah, we have 5 silver, don't we? I do too. I need to find the person. Where'd you go? I lost you. There you are. Which one does this one give us? Ranger? I didn't even talk to him. Hmm. Builder, not the one I'm looking for. Keep an eye on him. What is this one? Farming. Market. Armor. Nope, nobody. Somebody can. Banker. Over here.
To
Not having any luck looking for one I'd like to talk to.
yeah, come with me. Let's go find the brawler. He's over this way.
Yeah. Need to find one for whoever has the
Which
cannon.
one of you wanted to be the Marines? The brawler is over here.
This
Both
gentleman.
of us.
This gentleman's the brawler. Right here.
Is this one?
Alligators are rotten bastards. Come over here and let me teach you how to bop one in the snoot.
That didn't do anything. I talked to him. Talk to me. Doesn't want to talk to me. Oh no, we lost a Shire.
You can swing a sword, doesn't doesn't mean you can fight. Just the same way you can put a parrot in the oven,
Oops.
but you can't.
That's
I gotta go to the bank.
Or can you?
He was back the way we came in. I saw the banker.
Come back. Make sure you bring some
Okay.
Bank is over here.
Magnus, you
I
coming?
reckon I could teach you how to
Gotta
punch
get some
something in
copper.
the face really hard.
Ah, I see what you're talking about. Yep, copper would be useful. Oh, he's got, yep, he has the one I want. Mr. Baptiste, did you get copper yet?
No, but I have enough silver. Just give me a moment, sweet.
I need to get copper to get the armor training from him.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You want the dancer. Or she looks like a dancer.
I know the Navy fills in a lot of our books, but we're just cadets, so.
This gal.
Ooh, I need to exchange my silver.
Yep. Banker was the way we just... The banker was the way we came in. Back that way.
Banker was the way we came in? Alright.
Yep. Or Mr. Magnus is running. Oh, I just got caught up in a fucking... I just realized this. Oh, Lord. I just realized I got caught up in a fist.
Why don't we return the... I'm sorry, I was doing the...
No problem. The banker was back this way to convert to copper, so we can buy the lower ones. I guess with Magnus's.
Would you like to invest in a new currency called Banker Coin? I do hope your coin is real this time.
I would not like to invest in banker coin. I just want my fucking copper.
Hey, tell your friends about me.
There we
Come
go.
back
Much
again
better.
with the rich ones, please.
Let's try that again.
Huh? Oh, hey! What? Oh no, I've lost count. See you later. Let me know if any parties happen.
Okay, wait, where's the sword fighter? Fuck it. That's a brawler.
Is it the one next to him, where Magnus is?
Hey, Magnus, is this the man with the swords? Hey, wait, this is a gunpit right now.
It is, yes. The one that Magnus is in.
This one.
Not sure anything
The combat training.
You are by far the strongest and most stalwart person I have ever.
I can get better armor, because you want armor, which is combat? I needed that for... It's one of these that lets you wield heavier armor. Was it just you needed the training? I can't remember. I gotta find the cannoneer. What do you do? You play. Dancer, entertainer. You have a trick for me?
Hey there.
Material,
Nice
art
to
of
see you.
music,
I was thinking about where I left my
art of
sleeve.
dance.
What you need?
Check what this guy does.
Hello there.
Reading materials. Shield handling, armor studies, volume 3. He has the big one. Shield handling, sword fighting. Armor studies. I already have that. Alright.
Huh. You'll never be as good as me.
Was it... Did we need skills to... Was there skills we had to invest in for armor, or did we just need the reading material?
We need to invest into the skills so that we can read the reading material.
Yeah.
Mia, we need to start getting back to the boat. We only had
Yeah.
10 minutes.
I was hoping to find the one that for cannons, but I don't suppose it's around here. I don't even think they do anything. Back through this way.
We have chamomile and we have gems on our island. We have opal on our island too, so we'll be stocking up some resources and coming to sell with them.
That sounds fun.
So the next place I'll offer mint.
Hello.
See if
Oh,
they
no.
have it. Oh.
Hello there. I was with you fine fellows, but I had to quickly return to London because of a family matter. But I'm back now. Some of you may recognize me. I'm pretty sure I know some of you. Like, it was only for a few hours, I believe. I was absent.
Go speak with Captain Flemington over there by the aft of the vessel then.
Thank you.
And we'll see what he wants to do.
Thank you.
Copper, silver.
I'm
I
so
know how to
glad
do.
I'm not part of this shit show anymore.
I don't know if this is a promotion or a demotion at this time, Light.
Anymore? No, for me, I got a promotion.
Oh,
I
well,
went
yeah.
from I became a governess, and now
It's
I'm
that
in
one.
charge of 15 guys.
I think that's the one. I-
No girls, how unfortunate.
I think there might be 1 or 2 girls joining us. I think. Maybe.
Just gotta whip the men up to shape then.
I just bat my eyelashes and I get what I want. So.
Fair enough. I can't wait until I can get my hands on my pirate hooker outfit again.
Question, Miss Ash.
Yes.
For us to figure out how to wear the heavier armors, was there anything we needed besides the reading materials?
No, I'm pretty sure that's about it.
Okay.
I
know
mean
that's
that
in-
and just know how to be articulate in your armor.
Thank you.
Or you
I
have
just-
good circulation.
Yeah. Wanted to make
That way
sure I
it's
didn't
just-
miss anything.
Well, that way it's easier for you to run in and,
Yeah.
you know, not overheat. But yeah.
Hey, can you show me the way to that one with us?
For the armor, sure.
Hello there.
It was the sword vendor you were actually speaking to before.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yep, it was just at the
Hey,
bottom of the
lady.
list. I think we can cut through here. Yeah, we can.
I was going to say, hold on, I was having some head issues.
Oh no, that's going to be the name of the game for us. Yeah, either one of these had it. It was just at the bottom of the list.
Cold sweat from a nightmare that there's an alligator just watching you.
Fortunately, we can't get the better one.
Anyways, come on over here and I'll teach you how to bop one in the head. Next time you come back, make sure you bring some ale, eh?
That way, we can, when we finally get the blacksmithing up and running, we can get out of the cloth that they gave us.
Fisticuffs, I can teach you how to use pretty much any of it. Mind you,
Taking cannon fire is not a small obstacle. And I'd rather have something sturdy between me and that. And with you being Marines, I imagine you want to go in as heavy as you can. Punch them.
it's about time.
Alright.
Where is under what is the armor skills?
So, Miss Ash was recommending under it's the training that we received in called Basics, Combat Basics, and she recommended the articulation to learn how to move around in it, and then the temperature so that you don't overheat or freeze to death in the armor. Figure out how to move the padding around.
Wait, found it sank.
Yep.
And yeah, oh man, I should have probably invested in the blunderbuss instead of the carbine, but
That's a tough one. It's a matter of what do you want as rapid fire or up close and personal.
anyway, I'm a fucking crack shot, you'll find.
I haven't handled a rifle yet, so I'm not sure. Oh.
Would have been 10 minutes. There we go.
We were checking the training that we may need. That I know the Navy is a little overloaded at the moment.
Ah, excellent. Very good.
So do you know if you're coming back with us or not? Or are you going with them? on over.
No, I'm gonna go with them. They'll be there a lot quicker.
Alright, fair enough.
Ah.
Yeah, I need to go see if Davenport's on the island.
Oh, that's
so
not how you do it.
I need to get something
not how you
from
do it.
him.
This might be easier for do
Davenport?
first person. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. First person
Yeah,
is
I'm
easier.
with him. He's still there.
I need to get something from him. And kind of
see.
insurance policy.
Yeah, this ship's a rush job.
The insurance policy. Not
Weight's
that I'm aware
fine.
of any of that.
Food's getting kind of low. Water's fine.
It's
Bleh. Yeah, the headaches are nasty.
I've got a duty to fulfill with these cadets. It's good seeing you again. Though.
yeah.
Ridgewood, play it. I want to hear it.
I was looking for a sit.
See what you got, Ridgewood.
Sit ups, elegant sit. That's for chairs. Ground sit. There it is. That's the one I was looking for. I think I need eight to sit. That's the one I was looking for before. Okay. Sit down. I also noticed Flemington missed out on something. He forgot to ask if anyone had the time to go out on a voyage. And he didn't.
Smoochies!
Smoochies, everyone.
I'll see you later.
Smoochies.
Ridgewood. Get
Bye,
One moment.
Fantastic, Wedgwood.
One moment. Let's see. I need to do something. Rama.
Roland, did they make you shave off your mustache?
We made me shave off some mustache. Technically, you're out of uniform because you have the things
Oh
on.
dear.
Yes, you should absolutely have no hair on you. No facial hair, no head hair.
Yeah.
And that's true of all cadets.
No hair below the eyebrows.
Oh, when we were shaving, we were told they didn't know the protocol for the beard.
There's no water in that barrel.
No.
That's concerning. Thanks. Throw these in here. Oh, my man, my bad.
I found some.
Anyway. Well, then, no need to litter on the vessel.
Are you be concerned there's no water in the barrel?
Nope! Should not be concerned whatsoever.
I
Fine.
had some water. There should be water in the barrel.
Was it looking? I don't see any.
There, now try to drink.
Oh, was it only because I had it? Okay, I understand. It's one of those things. I wasn't familiar. I apologize.
Wait, can I get the...
alright.
Oh, I have to open back up.
Captain.
Alright, does it...
Yes? That's alright. Give me one moment. I'm a bit busy.
Midshipmate Ash, I did not find any oil or any of the
Is just ensuring the
crystal that you were looking for. No, but I did gather up a little bit of extra metal and fiber and that, so I
Rats,
did
it's been
put that
around.
in there for you.
I'm
Very
not,
much.
I don't know what the fuck you were looking for.
Is there any of you who are actually looking forward to becoming a bosun?
Very good.
I have a question about
Yes.
Yes.
Can you do that as a secondary thing? I mean, I wanted to become a master chef, but I know that that can't be the only thing I do, correct?
Come again.
I mean, it could be the only thing you do, but it's always good to have to be a little bit more versatile.
Is
But,
there any
yeah.
extra
Depends.
brain powers you
Which
have
one do
to
you need?
put into bosunry?
Yes.
Nope,
Because
not my
you
problem.
wanna
I was
be
about to say,
a decent bosun.
we have to
you
do a
need to be
count
able to
before we
have
leave.
repair fees.
Just make sure we didn't leave anyone
Not
behind.
all bosuns, especially the ones who only do secondary, will have it. But
I overheard him, proceeding on her behalf.
Very well. Tell me which one, see if I have it, and then I can part ways with it.
I really hope we're all accounted for.
Thank you very much for the information.
Magnus wanted to be a bosun.
Believe I have that. Check.
Question.
My brother.
Yes, I do.
Alright.
And what's your
Who's that over there in the ship?
Which
That stowaway?
place? No, he's part of the Navy. He just needs to come home with us afterwards.
Oh, I see.
Magnus. Magnus, step forward.
You seem awfully shy.
Ooh, there's a nasty one.
Isn't... So you... That's wonderful. We can, once we get home, you know, as you go through your cadet period, we can try to make sure that we also steer you to the people that you need to be able to talk to become a bosun.
Oh, good. Would I be able to be a Marine and a bosun?
Yeah. We've had people who've done both.
Oh, good. Then I should be fine. I'll enjoy it.
Bosunry is the quickest way to lieutenant.
It will remind
which is
me
the
of
quickest
home
way to
when
captain.
I was helping my mom build watches with my brother.
Fair enough. Alright, he wants to do a little bit of quizzing.
Quizzes? I'm quite good at quiz games.
Oh, good. Wonderful, wonderful. What is the bottom of the ship called?
The keel.
The keel?
The keel?
It is the
Keel.
Keel.
What is the deck we are standing on called?
Top deck?
Top deck.
Top deck. The top deck, yep.
Top deck.
Fair enough. Where is the captain?
Rightio.
Oh.
We'll try and find us
Yeah.
in some Spanish vessels for some training.
Yes, technically the helm and the aft.
Oh, yes, aft as well.
Yes. Alright.
Oh, I said,
So a little bit to know on a vessel that I haven't actually told you guys yet. The chain of command of a vessel. You're going to learn this going through your cadet period anyway. But in the event that something ungodly should happen, although it shouldn't, the chain of command goes the captain, the lieutenant, primary bosun, secondary bosun.
So we don't currently have a secondary.
If something happens to both the captain and the lieutenant, the bosun's job is to get that ship home. We do not fight, we just go home. Or go anywhere that's safe if we're potentially, you know, stationed at a privateer island.
Oh. Buggy. Games
I'm
you
sorry,
can tell
so
you
it was
got a
the
dirty
captain,
monitor.
the lieutenant, the primary bosun, the secondary bosun, and then what was after that?
Medic.
Thank you.
Technically the medic, yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear.
Oh, no, that's okay. Sorry, I'm still a bit sick, so there might be times where I forget to say something, or I try to say something and it just doesn't come out. Because I don't want to, like,
I'm
overtalk
sorry,
it.
but I really can't hear you from all the way over here. Do you mind just speaking up a little bit?
Just come over here. We can all just kind of do, like, a little circle in the middle of the ship right here.
Oh.
Yes, wonderful circle time. Everybody remembers their stations, correct?
I don't have one.
Wonderful. You are a floater. You shadow me then.
Alright.
On the event that we might have somebody sleeping, I will assign people to fill in the spots that we no longer have. Let's say we have some cannoneers that decide to fall asleep. I'll start putting some of the shadowers or floaters onto those cannons. Alright. So, what is the middle deck called?
The main deck,
The
or
gun
gun
deck.
deck.
The gun deck.
Yes. Typically, always call it gun deck, but it's also sometimes, you know, said is the main deck. Depends on who you're sailing with. I have just noticed we don't have a lieutenant's podium. That's
It's at the back, ma'am.
I see
back.
it. Thank you. Normally, there's one in the middle of the ship here.
Oh, miss, are we stopping for this?
Nope. Unless Captain wants to stop, we don't stop. Unless, of course, somebody falls overboard. Then we kind of have to stop. Don't fall overboard.
Is there something we need to do if we do fall overboard?
Yes, call overboard 3 times. And when I say call it, I mean actually shout it.
Yeah,
Everybody knows how to shout, right?
I do not remember my yell muscle.
For people who want to yell, it's like they want to delete somebody's ears.
Thank you.
Yes.
I reroute mine to
And,
my normal like
whispering
command.
is when you want to keep something extremely private. And then if you want to just talk normal, you just want to be like a boisterous type of person with a booming voice. But not so big.
Whisper is local. B
All right.
for...
Who here knows ships like the back of your hand?
I miss.
What kind of ships do you guys know?
I don't know the back of my hand.
I know a brig and a schooner.
Before the maelstrom, miss, I commanded both a schooner and a galleon of my own construction.
Wonderful. How many gun ports does a galleon have?
That would be
17 on each side. Depending.
one side.
How many gun
That
ports
depends on which seas we're sailing. I do believe there are limitations because of how strong our storms are that limit us to 17 on each side. However, if we were sailing different seas, we could have up to 32 on each side.
That would be a heavy gun.
Technically, both wrong. I just asked how many
Thank
gun
you for
ports
messing
it
me
has.
up, sir.
Oh, jet ports.
Yeah, I
How
just want
many
to know
is
how
there?
many gun ports in total.
It's how many holes it has.
Not exactly, because if a ship decides to blow open one of your planks, does that count as a
Like
gun
this is
port
6
then?
aside, which is standard brig, which is
I
actually the
know,
only
have
one
I
that I'm
put a gun
familiar
through
with.
it?
Resourceful.
The answer would be probably no.
There we go. That's much
Your
easier.
ship is sinking.
Very
How-
welcome. Use it well.
How many decks does a brig have?
3 or 2 and a
Sorry.
keel.
Up to 3 most times, running 2, 4 if you count the castle.
Aft castle.
You are quite correct. They generally can hold up to 3 decks. If you decide to count the bow castle and the aft castle, it can be technically more. Generally, those do not count as a deck, though. Those are just counted as structures. Like, the part that we're sitting on right
not a
now
bosun.
actually isn't the deck.
That is...
Although you can see down into the deck. Oh, and I can see we've got somebody sleeping over there.
Yes.
I do believe those are the moon shadows.
They were having headaches on the island.
Alright. Well, since I know that we've got at least one sleeping, let's all go ahead and get to our position so I can see where it needs to be, what place needs to be filled.
Last one, get the door.
Attention, crew. I'll do a quick peruse around here, see if we can't find any Spanish ships on our way back home.
Nice, sir.
I don't know if we'll run into them. I will be stopping at the trade docks, though. We've got a Mr. Thomas that we'll be dropping off, and once we've done that, we'll head back to the port docks, which then I should like to address you before I dismiss you.
Alright, sir. You've got a few people sleeping on your vessel. I've got 3 sleepers currently.
Oh dear, was it that dreary of a journey?
I don't know, sir. Alright, can I get 2 shadowers down to the gun deck on the port side? You will be
No,
filling
sir.
in for the 2
Yeah, I
engineers.
can come down.
A boring trip. It was just they had issues beforehand, sir.
Oh dear.
I know, I was just making a joke.
Alright.
I
From now
knew they
on,
wouldn't be bored on this ship.
You 2 are filling in these 2 slots. You get to come back upstairs. Don't worry about moving them, they'll be fine.
Are they both sleeping now?
Yes.
Yes.
There's 3 people sleeping down there. Alright, well, at least we've got that filled back up.
Starboard.
Alright, you guys can come back off those cannons now. Come up, have some fun until Captain calls, hands to quarters or, to your stations. Remember to shut doors behind you, even if it's in somebody else's space. Shut doors make happy people, it makes sure that you are safe. I've once had an enemy come down into my gun deck with me. It was not very pleasant.
Oh, yes. Importance of closing doors.
I can assure you, if somebody does not close a door,
This was actually
the entire
responsible for
crew
one of those.
actually starts to become very upset and might even yell at you for not shutting the door. Then you might get punishment like push-ups or something, or memorizing something, or going out to go collect something. Doors are very, very important. Like listening to your captain. Also very, very important. Right, Captain?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Buckets are also important.
Yes, buckets are very important.
Yes,
It's
the
all
most
very
important
important.
equipment that you have on your person at this very moment is a bucket.
Now, for anybody
Yeah,
who
about
wasn't following me around when I was talking with everybody, if you ever happen to become a bosun, your primary, which generally does these checks, when people get lined up, you call bucket check. And then you can also do a hammer check. Make sure everybody on the vessel has a bucket and has a hammer. If they don't have a bucket, you get a bucket. If they don't have a hammer, make sure they get a hammer. This is also why each ship generally carries a couple extras. They should typically have about 5 extras of each. Right now, the ship is only carrying 2 extra of each. Do we have any questions? Wonderful. Let's see how knowledgeable you guys are. How many decks does the schooner have?
2 decks.
2 decks.
Wonderful. How many decks does a galleon have?
3.
3.
6. It is 6.
A galleon has 6 decks.
Fucking right.
3 and a
Yeah.
half.
Decks.
Yes. I love
There
That is a lot of decks.
There are times where the Navy does take out a galleon. We do
Very rare.
generally have at least 4 bosuns on that vessel at that point. And where generally, how I explained, a primary has certain spots and a secondary has certain spots on a vessel like this. On a galleon, that kind of goes out the window, divvy up the ship, just to try to make sure you can cover it all. You might even have a floating bosun to kind of help out wherever needs to be helped out.
Is there a ship directly in front of us?
What?
Ship in front of us?
Oh yes, then we call
Or-
out ship on bow, or ship about 12 o'clock. That way we let the captain know, especially if we're looking for vessels.
Usually I assign someone to work crow's nest, and they're the only ones to be speaking. Therefore, it, ensures that 10 people don't call out the same ship.
Yeah. Now. Oh yeah, another thing. Thanks for reminding me, Captain. Speaking on vessels, generally, if we're just kind of faffing around like this, sailing, whatnot, normally the
That's
captain doesn't
Benji.
have
I
any
didn't even
issues
realize he
with
was on this.
quite
That's.
that way.
Oh, I
if
didn't realize
something
Benji
needs
was
to
on
be
the
said
ship.
from the other person in the crow's nest or whatnot, they can be able to hear him loud and clear. When we get into
So that's what he
combat,
did.
you don't say anything unless it has to be said.
He sent Higgles
Because
back
the only
to
people who should be
London.
talking are
I
gonna
didn't
be
even see
captain,
Benji
the
till now.
lieutenant, and the bosuns. Because if something goes wrong, we need to make sure our captain knows exactly what's happening underneath of his desk.
Wales.
If for some instance you happen to lose
Oh,
your
we're in
cannon,
Proudshire, that's why.
which I've seen it before, you can simply call out, "I've lost my cannon," or "Cannon number 3 gone." We can really quickly assign you to top deck or whatnot as well. We normally number our cannons from 1 to 6 on the bottom, and then you've got your top decks, which are like 1, 2, 3.
Which way do you count from?
I believe we actually generally count it from 1 on the bow down to 6 on the aft.
Okay.
All right, what side is your starboard?
Right side.
The right side.
Right side.
What is behind
Right
us?
side.
Aft.
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 Alright, what's our left side called?
Port.
Port.
The bottom of the ship called?
Keel.
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 And
from the
the
outside.
front of the vessel?
Ow.
Oh.
Wonderful. Look, Captain, they all have very promising times with them. I like the cadets.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
I have an answer.
Since you had us name our cannons, and you had us name them, like, mine are, for instance, named Ratchet 1 and Ratchet 2. If I were to lose a cannon, would I say lost Ratchet 1?
No, because I don't know what a ratchet is.
In that instance, you should say
I think it's a
cannon
slang
3
term.
port side gone.
That's usually the job of a bosun, too, to give me
Yeah.
status updates as
Yep,
well.
we don't
and
call
tell me when a
shit.
cannon is about to be destroyed, or when a cannon has been destroyed. Though you can see for yourself, if a cannon isn't doing too well, it's still the bosun's job to repair everything and give me updates on what's going on. Therefore, I know the information is coming from one source,
Ooh, that
and not
delay.
1,000 sources coming at me.
So, if you were to take out your hammers and take a look at this wonderful cannon I'm standing on, you can currently see it's got about 8,000 splinters. Some captains will say, let me know when it's in the red or the orange. Some will just be like, let me know when it's, 25% down. Generally, I'm missing about a 25 to a third, and I let them know, hey, these cannons are getting wounded on your starboard side. I need you to move to your port. Or I'll simply call out,
Why are we coming
starboard
into
cannons
trade?
need repair. And he'll generally know, alright, he needs to get off of that side for me. So, and that's going to be the same with the gun ports and the
Like a glove
planks
set.
down.
Excellent steering, Captain.
I just realized that was
Bye.
Benji. Oh, that's funny.
Generally, once the captain hits something, I would go check it, but I know that's not too bad.
Oh, I had to give you all some training, some first-hand training. Had to do some damage to the ship.
Aye. Now, for planks and gun ports, generally the bosun will be the
Oh
only
no,
one
he's
who
not
touches
going
them,
to.
unless they tell you otherwise.
Oh
Like,
no,
for
he's gonna
instance, if
ram
we're under
that.
heavy fire, they
Oh
might
yeah,
tell
he's
you,
he's gonna try to run the crack.
hit the plank in front of you twice. That way, if they know they're quite damaged and they can't get to him, quickest way possible. Now,
Oh yep, he's trying to
gun
full
ports,
speed it,
planks,
and he's not
they
gonna.
generally only get repaired at a certain amountage when they're damaged. Normally, it's 2,000 or 1,500 splinters on a brig. It's about
I see what he's doing. I
1,200
just have
for
to
a
look
schooner.
away.
About 12 to 15 for a brig, and a galleon can last 3,000 to 5,000 splinters before you actually touch it out. That is way so you can conserve your resources. Because, well, face it, if you run out of resources, there's nothing you can do. And that's the very bad feeling. If for some, instance, we run so low we have nothing left,
Yep, there it is.
basically, the people who are on cannons are going to be the ones on cannons, and anybody else is just going
Like
to
a
be waiting
glove,
for buckets.
Fuck.
You okay?
Yes, we're fine. Trust me, this is nothing.
Sorry, I'm a bit rusty. It's been a long time since I've captained a ship. No need to worry, though.
At least we haven't hit another ship.
I lost one in another.
These some excellent wins.
Alright. So, as somebody pointed out to me earlier, you do have these little openings right down below this deck. This one, I believe, goes in the front and to right here, where this side actually goes further in. Every little piece needs to be repaired. Generally, when we get this close to the island, the bosun will say, everybody, start to repair the top deck. Because everything on the mid and the keel are our responsibility. Repair anything on the top. If you see something to repair, you simply repair it. Doesn't matter how damaged it is. As long as we tell you.
Control.
So, when we do get home, nobody really disembarks the vessel unless told to do so, or the captain gives you special permissions. Because at the end, everybody on the vessel helps to make sure that vessel is restocked. So for that to happen, everybody would line up on the port side here. The bosun would call out what we need. Say, for instance, we're probably going to be needing about 200 wood. The person first in line here would call out their name. So, midshipmate, Ash, and then they'll repeat what I said, which would be 200 wood. That means you're going to go get that wood to bring it back.
Oh, we couldn't go to the War Docks because he was not in the
Once we have it completely restocked,
faction yet.
The bosuns then typically dismiss the ship. They go like, alright, thank you all for helping, feel free to go. Any questions on that? Wonderful.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, the headaches.
Yep.
Captain, what do you want me to do with the people who have fallen asleep on the vessel? Just leave them there for now.
Yes, we'll leave them on the ship for now. Let them get their rest.
Nice,
Hmm.
All right.
Oh, that's right. Unit 1 and Unit 2 to portside cannons. There's a bit of a tradition that we do.
Wait, what unit am I?
You took what? A cannon? You're Unit 1.
Oh, alright.
1 is below deck on the gun deck, 2 is top deck.
You can tell the island has had many bombardments on it for very good reason. Open fire.
What are those reasons?
It's good luck to shoot this island before a voyage. We forgot to do that, so we have to shoot it extra. We did. However, it is abandoned now. Chauncey would have wanted this. The King and Chauncey.
Gun bitchy.
Or King and Country.
King and Chauncey.
For King and Chauncey.
Or King and Country.
They say Chauncey because Lord Chauncey Higgins is our beloved lord that passed away during one of our missions.
Yes.
Oh.
He took a blow trying to save another Navy man.
Yep. He took a mortar
Yes, he
shot
did.
or a I can't remember if it was a mortar or
He
a
would've been
cannon,
missed.
harbor cannon shot. Either one.
Alright, when you're
Was
done
that
with
for
your
you, sir?
cannons. What was that for that?
I asked if that was for Captain Flemington.
Huh?
What was
That
for
he
him?
took the blow for.
No, he wasn't on board the ship that I was on when he unfortunately succumbed to his injury. He was raiding, actually, a pirate bay with a great many others in a siege vessel.
He was on our galleon. I was below deck when it happened, unfortunately, right below him. When you're done with your cannons, make sure that they are reloaded, please. If you need the ones on the gun deck to be loaded and you can't due to the gun port being closed, please politely ask the captain to open said gun port so that you may reload. As for all the floaters and shadowers, please make sure that the top deck is completely repaired for me.
Attention, members of the crew. I'd like you to stay. Once we have docked, I'll then dismiss you. You may be on your way. All those who've been shadowing with Miss Ash, continue your work, finish repairing everything aboard the ship, and then line up on the port side of the ship.
Just remember none of the starboard cannons were loaded.
Happy, make sure you put your shorts back on.
It's going to rip. It's made of wool. The rain will make it rip.
They'll show us new ones.
So For the shadowers who are doing bosuning with me, normally we wait with the gun ports and the planks until the ship is blocked due to potential of something being hit.
I.e., someone hammers it in too hard into the dock. Sadly, we have still a little handle faster backup. Sadness. Of course, the bane of existence for everyone.
Oh shit. Oh, there it goes.
So you found your shit. There you go, lad.
Ah, there it goes. It's.
Oh dear, you got a bit of a rip on the side there. But I wouldn't worry
Where
about
am
it.
Don't worry about it, Happy. I'll once we get a place to actually rest up, if you have a bunkhouse or something, I'll stitch it up for you.
I think I just need to become a sailor. Those uniforms are made of cotton, I believe, not wool.
What's the difference?
Long now.
Oh, wool shrinks in the rain, I believe.
Oh,
He's right, you know.
A little more give in the cotton.
Alright, people shadowing. Let me go ahead and get 2 people on the gun deck. One on port, one on starboard. Go ahead and start working with the planks and gun port.
Miss Ash, have they finished repairing everything? Miss Ash?
Yes, sir.
You still repairing things?
Yes, sir. It'll take just a moment.
Alrighty-o. Send them up as soon as they're done.
Send them
Yeah,
up where,
Thulson's
sir?
gonna have a hell of a time trying to
To top
bosuning.
deck, port
being
side.
that
Aye,
tall.
sir.
If once you're done, go ahead and fall in line. And Miss Ash, we'll go ahead and have this resupplied as well. You can take the ones that you've been shadowing with and go resupply. I don't actually think we need a resupply, to be honest, now that I'm looking here.
Not really, sir. We've got a little bit of extra things too. One of the cadets picking up a few extra resources while we were out.
And belay that. Just as soon as you're done, head on up.
Ow! Chair. Pain.
Very well. Yeah, for the cadets that are up here, this is a very easy journey. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Spanish ships for you to really test out your combat capabilities. However, there will be time for that. Hope you all enjoyed your stay on the island and have gotten a little sea salt.
Alright. Join the
Yep, come on up. Though this is your first voyage, I assume, in the Navy, it will not be your last. Know that the knowledge that you have learned here, the basics of the ship, and the equipment of which you hold, are your starting point. And may your further journeys be fruitful and knowledgeable, and will help propel you into a career in the Navy. I wish all of you the best of luck. And from this moment, I shall go ahead and dismiss you. You return and resume to your duties, and perhaps we shall meet once again aboard a ship. That will be all.
Hi, Captain.
Hi, Captain.
For king and country.
Yeah, Captain.
King and country.
For king and country.
Or king and country.
Alright.
Whatever he said.
Now,
Everything is prepared. Go ahead.
do you know where we need to crash?
I
follow
sign up and go
asleep.
look for...
Just fall asleep on the ship until we can get a house going.
Okay, we'll do.
Miss that.
Yes.
Haven, that is your crystal. in
That
oil.
is all for me, and
Right.
I will call it there.